All right, welcome back on a Thursday, almost towards the end of Black History Month. It's been a very short time, as we know. We only got 28 days, unless we got a leap year coming up. Just welcome back to Hostile Therapy with your host, Big Red. And we got coming back to the show again, Chris Styles. And then we got a couple other newbies up here. And I'm going to let the person, let's see, it looks on my camera. To my camera, it appears to be to my right. Well, appears to be my right. So left on the TV. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, and then we're going to introduce the other young lady up here on the screen as well.
Right on.
Tell us about yourself.
What's up? I'm Justin Hodacek, stand-up comic and aspiring adult film star and motivational speaker on every third Tuesday at the Y. But other than that, pretty much it. I got some kids, was in the Army, and just trying to make this comedy thing work, and living in a slightly above average life.
All right, Justin. All right, man. The young lady also on the screen. We're going to let her introduce herself. Well, no, I'm gonna say her name because I said I was going to say her name. We're going to either call her Erica Hayoka or Erica. I thought that was cute.
I did
when I first heard it. So, how would you like to be called, Erica?
Erica Hayoka, Erica, pain in the ass, whatever you feel like. Whatever it feels like. Whatever you feel like, that's what it is.
You want to tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, a little bit about myself. I'm Erica Hayoka. I am an aspiring writer and a spiritual life advisor. So that's what I like to do. And here I am, ready to bring it on. So let's see what we got.
All right.
Yeah.
We have 3 topics we're going to get into today. But before we get into our first topic, we have a little segment where we like to let some people do some of their poetry. Ain't that type of poetry. We're going to let a man over here, Justin, express himself about an incident that he experienced recently. And, you want to get your stuff out?
Yeah, I got it right here.
He's going to do this thing in a little thing we like to call the Hostile Therapy Poetry Basement. All right, the floor is yours.
All right.
Tell us about this poem.
I will. So, I'm not a poet. Big Red did ask me to do this for the segment, and I was like, cool, I could do that. Changes me from just sitting there spitting freestyles at the basement. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
What was it called? The shelter. So, anyways, I said, all right, man, I could do something. So I thought of something today, actually, when we was on the phone. I said, oh, I got it. And then I was going to go with like fake Christians. I'll save that, though. Those that really gets me going.
All right.
But anyways, but this is called Tequila Rapey Guy. And he's at a bar. And we've all seen him there before. All right. So here we go.
All right.
Sitting at the crib on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night, thinking I just might go out and have some drinks tonight. Call up a few of the pals, couple of them guys, couple of them gals. No sooner than we get to the bar, I was disgusted by this creepy looking fuck at the end of the bar. We've all seen this douche before, and the only pussy he gets, he pays for. He usually talks too much and lies about the money he gets. I think to myself, ain't no kind of game he hardly spits. And usually he's not that tall at all. He's ready to start his shady tactics. He's buying her tequila. The shots are happening. Most people know tequila and girls forget. I tell my homegirl, yo, yell out, he's got a little dick. I see this guy trying to be slick. I tell him, yo, you make me sick. What are you doing? It's weak and desperate and kind of like rape. I said, here's some advice for you so you won't be such a joke. Just do like I do. Have tight game and some bomb-ass coke.
You cannot be serious.
All right, and that was Justin Poem.
He answered all your problems.
All right.
Does this sound familiar to anybody in here that went to a bar before? This kind of behavior.
I mean, I will not incriminate myself on social media.
It just usually I just seen it a couple times. Like these dudes, like they just immediately just start going to tequila shots, and I was like, oh, I see what he's doing.
Shots.
And I was like, that's kind of weak, man.
If the glove don't fit, you ain't shit. That's what I've heard before.
Yeah, man. Come on, bro.
You see those guys all the time. What you talking about? See them in every bar all the
I
time.
appreciate Justin. Thank you for giving us your experience here on Hostile Therapy.
I was gonna do one about toddlers. Maybe next time, if I'm on the show again, I'll do the one about toddlers. I've been watching my girlfriend's kid all week because her mom went to go help her son for a week, and my kids ain't been little in 10, 12 years, and you know what? Toddlers they're assholes. They're selfish people.
True.
They're very toxic, if you ask me.
Yes.
I don't. What's that called? Toxic babyality or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I don't. I'm not going to have any more toddler friends. This is the last one.
Cancel. We're canceling
She's
toddlers.
so dang cute, man.
You can't cancel babies.
No, I can't. She's a little buzzy too.
All right, that was Justin on Hostile Therapy Poetry.
I love it.
All right, let's move on from that.
Hold on, Red, hold on for a second.
Go ahead.
Look, Justin, Erica. Look, I was like, people get, ugly people, fat people. I mean, just whoever that they might not feel attractive. Sometimes, they got to shoot their shot too, however they can get it. Right?
I mean, whatever tool you can get, I guess. However you get it, how you live it.
I guess, man, but it just kind of seems like it's not honorable, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I mean, now if they're asking for tequila shots, by all means.
Is anything in a bar honorable? I mean,
no, I guess not, man.
That's the point of the alcohol, is to end up doing something that you were not normally hit under.
Yeah, but sometimes
I've never been in an honorable
tequila
bar.
makes women, like all people actually, it can make all people, like I've seen, I'm like, who the, what?
Right.
But
and this is why people have regrets once they sober up, because they know under normal circumstances that wouldn't have happened.
Most of them don't remember it afterwards, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
The ones that really get affected by tequila, it doesn't affect me. Shit, I'll drink some, doing a damn podcast. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what you're doing right now.
Tequila.
You are correct.
Cheers! I'm drinking some bourbon tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be the different one in the group, huh, Chris? That drinking your bourbon.
Like with my little red.
All right.
All right.
Let's segue. Let's get into the first topic for tonight.
Here we go.
All right. Who watched the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
Who watched the halftime show?
Yeah, I watched it, for sure.
All right. So, Erica.
Yes.
What do you think about the halftime show? What did you get from the halftime show? With Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I think that might be.
It was amazing, but at the same time, it really definitely made me want to, for the first time, lie about my age because I don't know them people. Y'all old. Y'all old. It was like, oh my God, we're old now. Like, we're old.
Wow.
Like,
a lot of young people still bump all those artists, man. A lot of them do.
and call it oldies.
Yeah, a lot. They don't. They really bump it like all the time.
Old school.
Yeah.
Old school.
It's crazy to think about this.
It was amazing for all of us that were teens in the 90s. That was like, it was amazing. So it was great feelings all around when they came through. Except for when, Eminem knelt. I felt like he still got a little bit of white privilege, but
Speak on
whatever.
it. Let's hear
No,
it.
you're good. You can do
I mean,
it.
I did. I
We've got a
felt
white
like,
guy in the building. And he can speak on it.
well, I mean,
Wait a minute, you're
I
white.
think that
Yeah,
we
we must say
have
that.
historically had situations where African Americans have been on that stage and have been condemned for any show of anything, honestly.
Right?
I mean, Janet Jackson just came out with her story, and she's telling people to
Timberlake.
quote unquote forgive Justin Timberlake, and nothing was ever done to him, but she got slammed for it.
Mhm.
Yes,
You
for a
know,
nipple.
and
Yeah, he's
here
the one that did it.
and he's
Right.
the one that did it. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
And
like
here we
she just took it
are.
out and popped it out on us. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Like,
to take
here
away
for the world to
for
see.
what Eminem has brought to the culture. That's a separate subject to me. However, he did it, and there wasn't even a blip. Which any one of those other artists, if any of them had done it, there would have been, a condemnation about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, for
Yeah,
me,
well,
it
yeah.
wasn't. It was just like, okay, cool. But at what point in time, and no disrespect, at what point in time are we going to be like, stop inviting people to the cookout just because they do any old little thing, when really the actual real issue is still not being, addressed,
So, yeah,
unfair
being
treatment,
addressed.
privilege. So yeah, and like I said, we still have, we have this court case and everything going on in the NFL, and the NFL notoriously has treated African Americans like they're just studs in their barn. And
For sure.
so yeah, I wasn't impressed. I thought that he should have saved it. Leave a little shine for the real OGs on the stage. Play your part.
That's what I thought he was doing. That's why he only had a little bit of the show, honestly, and I think he chose that honestly. And if we're going to be honest, the whole reason they
Oh
had
my
the Super
God,
Bowl
let's do
show,
it.
if we're just the whole reason they had this, I'm not saying like he's better, whatever, but he's the reason why everybody was on the, you know what I'm saying, got on that had the Super Bowl show anyways. You know what I mean? Because he's like, I'm not saying he's the best rapper ever or anything like that. I like Eminem. I'm not like, oh my God, Eminem.
Dial back.
So
you're saying that Eminem is the reason why they even got to be on the Super Bowl stage?
Not because he's white, but because that he like his selling artist, and they know people watch and stuff. Now Dre and Snoop and I love and Mary J. Blige, I love all of them. That's all I'm saying. That's what
he is not on any of their levels.
I
I'm
don't know.
not disputing. I'm not
There would be
disputing.
no him.
He might have a point,
I'm
though.
100%. Eminem is one of the top selling artists of all time, man. You like it or not. And also, he was taking a knee. He was taking a knee in respect for Tupac and all the other rappers that paved the way for him, because he's always felt really strongly about like real old school hip hop, and that's what he was bending his knee for and taking a knee was to show respect and pay homage to all the people that paved the way for him and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody should. But if it was any other artist, there would have been a little bit more of a backlash.
Think so?
He didn't get one. Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
I
100%.
I agree with you, Erica.
Yeah.
But I also can agree that
with him too.
I think by adding him up there to the show,
white privilege is white.
No, I think they called him first, man, and then he got everybody else on, man. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened.
I think with negotiating for having this Super Bowl show, having him included with the demographic that watch the NFL, I think that helped.
Snoop's the man. They're all good. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he doesn't hold enough clout on his own to command that stage.
Eminem, see, that's the thing with Eminem. He would have done that. He would have put all the people that helped him get to where he's at on. He's never been like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? From how I view it or whatever. Now I don't have like Eminem poster. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think he's dope and shit or whatever. But I think all the artists that were up there were dope or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're probably right. They probably would get more backlash. But
I want to hear what Alexa has to say because I just saw her pop up.
Oh yeah, what's up, girl? You late, but what's up?
Hey, I'm sorry, everybody. Look. When I tell you when it rains, it pours. I've been dealing with family stuff, so when it rains, it pours. So I'm so sorry for being late. Shout out to everybody. Shout out Chris. Shout out Erica Boo Boo. Shout out everybody. Okay.
Alexa.
Shout out Big Red.
Alexa.
I'm sorry. It's another guest. I don't know who.
I'm
This
Justin.
is Justin. This
Okay.
is the
All right.
white
What's
guy.
up, Justin?
What's
Hey.
going on? What's up?
He's the white guy, and I'm the
Yeah.
light guy.
He said, "You fucking white ass ain't getting no name." Blah,
And I
blah.
know you're not from. Some of my spirit tell me you're not from. Are you from North Carolina?
I am.
Oh well, damn.
Where'd you get the
Oh,
vibe from? I'm from,
Lord.
but I'm from Fayetteville, so
Oh,
it's a little bit
Lord.
different. Like
I was just saying, I got that
Yeah.
out of town feeling. But
what kind of out of
anyway,
town feeling? Like
anyway,
everywhere.
shout out.
All right, that's cool. I'm from 100% from Fayetteville. I think it's because this is a big melting pot or whatever, and I'm usually the only white dude everywhere I go. So
Oh Lord Jesus!
It's all right,
I know
though.
the feeling. I know the feeling.
I play basketball really good, and I'm pretty witty. So
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm from
Alexa.
Washington State, and
Oh.
first of all, Erica, we should have been hooked up before we even got on here.
We should have. We should have.
Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. You know
Erica's
damn
on the
well we
prowl.
should have been already had some lunch, some
Yes.
strips, and some cocktail sauce or something. Okay.
Definitely have to. But we've been
Okay, that's
connecting, we've been vibing. But yeah, girl, we're sitting here talking about the Super Bowl and the halftime show, and I said Eminem got some white privilege because he was able to take a knee without anybody saying anything negative about it.
Well, honestly, you know, people saying stuff, but
This is
honestly,
it.
we're
Not as
not
much.
seeing it. We're not seeing it. And first of all, let me before I even go into this,
It's not on
shout
the
out
big
Chris.
stage.
You know you OG, Chris.
You know what I'm
OG.
saying?
OG. Now let me just say something. This is what you got to realize about privilege. You're not gonna hear nothing about that in our community, but trust me when I tell you, he's getting the blues
Business.
in his
Where?
in his community.
Where?
I've seen it a lot
In
on
his
Facebook.
community?
I've seen a lot on Facebook.
Yeah, in his
and stuff, too.
community. In his community.
Nobody respects like yeah. a
Well, I
lot
mean,
of-
I saw it that night, but it wasn't in the news or anything.
oh, I've seen it all over Facebook and stuff, but I don't watch.
Facebook, okay, that's the news. It is. the
Well,
news.
I mean that's well for like
I said that's
for
I
like
mean, for some people,
local-
it is, Erica.
it's not news, but
it is. It is the news too.
it's kind of the news, but I don't know how to say this.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like they do their things differently.
Pound, you know, yeah, the comment sections in Facebook, that's always going to be like, no matter what, people are going to talk about every single little thing. So yeah, and that's very, very, very relevant. You know what I'm saying? But actual news outlets and things of that nature.
Yeah,
go pound for pound. I looked it up.
Sure.
I went and did the homework.
Word.
You know,
I stopped watching the news. I couldn't take it. On all at like both sides of the news is just ridiculous. I need to tell my mom to stop watching Fox News. It sounds like she's angry.
Oh, Lord.
I'm like, God damn, you've been watching Fox News all day, haven't you? I can't wait till spring comes.
Okay. So let me just say something real quick, and I'm gonna make it really, really, really quick.
Mhm.
I'm from Washington State, so you know a lot of rock bands came out of Washington State, and I mean big rock bands, big ones. Okay, I came from an underground label. I was signed to a label for 5 years. I was on a 5-year contract. Believe it or not, Alexa Page was a rapper. Okay, way back in the day.
I need to hear it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. But all I'm saying, I was signed to an underground label. But I happened to be signed to the underground label that connected with all these other labels. I'm gonna tell you like this: we got invited to stuff where we didn't know where the hell we was going. They give you the date the night of. When I tell you we went there and we like party with like rock bands and like all this type of, like all that. I did not know these people are so big. Like I didn't know they were like rock names because I don't follow rock. I'm gonna keep it real. Right. I don't follow rock. But a lot of rock bands do come from Washington. I had no idea we were going to jam sessions with these like world-renowned stars. So all I'm saying is this. When Eminem did that, trust me, he was trying to connect with people he had already connected with. Don't put no fault on him. Because when I tell you, when we went to these like
just an observation.
When we went to these events, like we would be parked for a whole 45 minutes before we even left out the car. I'm trying to make sure I'm not gonna be on the fucking barbecue pit, okay?
Yeah.
Make sure I'm not
We've all
gonna be
been
on
there.
the fucking barbecue pit. That's all I'm trying to say. Because I don't see nobody that look like me. But the truth is, at the end of the night, we're all chilling. We got a fire pit going. We got a stage going. People going freestyling. I'm up here kicking it with stars. I don't even know they're stars. I don't even know they're damn stars until like 2 weeks later. Like, oh, this little band called this. And they're like, little band? You know, like I'm talking to my white friends.
I love it.
I'm talking to my white friends like, little band? There ain't no damn little band. Do you realize that's like a national rock fucking band? So that's what happens when you live in Tacoma, Seattle. You know,
heroin,
in Tacoma, Seattle, that's where I grew up. So all I'm saying is, I feel like
Tacoma in the house.
Yeah, you don't know what people been through. And honestly, I don't think you can't blame them. You can't. Like, I can see Eminem being at one of them motherfuckers. I can see him being there. And like taking a fucking knee.
A part of our culture as it is. He still gets white privilege.
Yeah. Well, so what do you think would have happened? Chris, I'm gonna go to you on this. What do you think would have happened if Dr. Dre, Snoop, or any of the other black acts that night would have done the same thing that Eminem did that night?
Bruh, it would have just reignited. It would have reawakened, reignited. Anything that might have been a healing wound, a closed wound, or it would have reopened all that stuff back up again. Like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this again. When did they shut the fuck up?
I love your voices, Chris. I always love your voices.
Shut the hell up, man. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to do this again.
Well,
they just get over it.
Get over it already.
Let me ask this question then, because Jay-Z is the head of all this. Jay-Z is the one who got these acts here. Jay-Z is the one that was talking about Kaepernick's kneeling, saying we're past that. We're past these type of acts. It's time to, do something that moves the progress forward as far as black people in the NFL. Do you think he's done enough? Do you think this wasn't enough to have besides Eminem, an all-black act, but a hip-hop act, which is usually seen as a African-American dominant genre? Do you think this was a step in the right direction, or do you think there should have been more done? Because now what we're embroiled in right now, we're trying to get more black coaches in the NFL, right? Let's just say
inclusiveness.
Right. Let's just say the Kaepernick situation didn't exist. Black coaches in the NFL, and being inclusive of black people as far as coaches and owners in the NFL. Do you think this is a step in the right direction? Do you need to hear baby steps to go in the right direction, or do you think more should have been done? And let me hear from you first, Erica. What you think about this?
More should have been done, like in the halftime show to bring awareness.
No. Well, that too, that could be included. But do you need to see more action done elsewhere besides just the halftime show? This is one thing. Do you think we need baby steps or? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't think there needs to be baby steps. I mean, let's look at how the NFL has historically treated African Americans. This is 2022, and this is the first time that we have a lawsuit against the NFL for their practices. You know what I'm saying? Flores has been super brave in what he has done and coming out and speaking on it. But it's 2022. This is the first time. Is this the first time? I think this is the first time that this has really been like, on this level. Like, hey, there is still a lot of racism that is still clearly being practiced. And if you are in that world and in the sports world, you know how it goes. You know how it goes with your players. I know how it goes. Being in North Carolina, my son is a baseball player and he is amazingly good, but when we step out onto the field and he's still in 2022, the only African-American little boy out there, it doesn't matter. you know what I'm saying, that he is excellent, he still has to go out there and prove himself like he's an underdog.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Even though people already know, who he is. And this is just how North Carolina has I mean, North Carolina, enough should let you know. You know what I'm saying? My brother, I just signed him up to be a professional disc golf player. I don't know if you guys know anything about disc golf. And he is
That's professional.
the profession. My brother, I was like, it's time to go pro. You know?
Yeah.
So he is now a professional disc golf player. He had his first tournament, the only African American player on there. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason he got respect is because people have known him for years. He's been playing the game for years. So he is a local legend. You know what I'm saying? So this is bigger than the NFL to me. This is sports, period. You know what I'm saying? This is athletics in our colleges. You know, African Americans are still treated less than, or still have to work harder and stronger and be more. And white privilege still definitely very much exists. So yeah, there needs to be more. There needs to be more. It needs to be collective, and it needs to be loud. And that's just what I believe in. And yeah, and any time and it doesn't matter how much a white person, loves us. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love with a white person. Doesn't really matter. That's like, let's just be real. They still have white privilege in certain times, in certain areas, and with certain people. And that's the reality. And the fact of the matter is, if Snoop, I know they all were put on notice because people were trying to cancel Snoop before the halftime show just for him being on there. And there's a big old uproar about it. So yeah, he had to quote unquote behave. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something in our culture that we know that we have to do. Sometimes we have to mind our P's and Q's in certain areas because we know the limelight is on us. So we better not, have any controversy.
Yeah, you can't do too much.
You can't do too much.
Can't do too much.
I think one of the problems is a lot of times as a culture we're not on code, but they are.
Right.
And no matter what they do or what happens, nobody's gonna come to our aid or defend us or do anything. In regards to that, even though they might know it's wrong in their hearts and minds, but they're not gonna step out of line because they feel like, okay, well, this can happen to me, this can happen to us, or, our name's going to be slandered in the community now because of whatever, you know what I mean? And, I said, people have to come out of that place in that shell, even NFL, every hockey, and other places, baseball, at some point, it has to be addressed, and it has to be not slow roll. Immediate changes need to happen. Just to make an example, because it's just like in any relationship, you have to set a precedent. If there's a precedence, this is what's going to flow in your relationship. If you start off, you and your girl always arguing and fighting, that's going to be the precedence in your relationship. When something happens, you check it. It's not going to be so hard to do that again and think it's going to be okay and get away with it. And there's no consequence behind it. So that's what I'm going to say about that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Hold on for a minute. Justin, do you have anything you wanted to add to that, or?
I done forgot. I felt like I had a really good point, man. But I fucking had one, man. It comes back to me. I will say this. Look, so there's a lot of different things. Okay, so where do you get white privilege at, though? Where is there like a store for us to go to or whatever? But that should bypass.
There is. It's a store. It's online. It's online.
You got it when you were born, don't you know?
No. You got it. It's online.
Oh, it's online.
You know what? Cash at me.
Do you want the perfect example of white privilege? I can give it to you right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can give it to you right now.
Okay. Well,
I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
I'm just saying, like, okay, so Justin, you want the perfect example?
Uh-huh.
And I know my lighting is so fucked up.
No, you're good.
No, my lighting is messed up. I'm sorry. I look like a light bulb. I could go back and fix it. You know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna fix it.
You're in a log cabin right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. No. I'm talking about the lighting.
Yeah, you're fine.
The lighting so messed up. Give me 2 seconds. Give me
All
two
right.
We don't have that long for white privilege. Come on.
God, yeah. You told me I demanded. See, I told you, I still don't get it.
Hey, girl, you taking my time up.
But my black homie did tell me this though. He was like, "It's not about."
This is a little bit better, right? Now you can
That's,
see me
yeah,
better.
that's
yeah.
brown privilege
Okay.
because we're being late to the story.
Mhm,
So.
mhm. And we all just gotta
All right.
take it.
Let me tell you what white privilege is. One
Okay.
of my best friends, and I'm talking about my best friend to this day. She's on every one of my resumes.
Mhm.
She's
I
my
gotcha, I gotcha.
ride or die, like really ride or die.
All
Okay.
right.
I don't give a damn what's going down. This bitch will show up. Okay.
All right, cool. Say your
Okay,
racist stuff.
anyways, this is what happened. We should have all been locked up one night.
Mhm.
We went to Seattle. We were already tipsy. Went to Seattle, messed up. We were supposed to stay the night. All of a sudden, we wanted to drive back to Tacoma. For y'all don't know, I'm from Washington State. So we were in Seattle. It's about a 30-minute drive.
Okay.
It's about a 30-minute drive. 25 if you pushing it. Anyways, you don't drive back drunk from Seattle to Tacoma. You don't do that. You just don't do it.
Minutes.
She was in the driver's seat.
All right.
She was in the driver's seat. We left this club called Mr. Lucky's. This is a club we always went to. Her dad sold real estate to all the Seahawks, all the Sonics. So we was always VIP. We had season tickets every fucking year. So they already knew who he was. But the thing is, we was coming back and we got stopped by this cop. This cop was like really wanting to arrest somebody. Like really, like when they on their shit at the end of the month, they on their shit. He wanted to arrest her so bad. He wanted to arrest her. Well, he wanted to arrest us. Annie, and that's her name, Annie.
Annie.
I swear to God, that's her name, Annie. Matter of fact, my friends call her White Girl Annie.
Why?
That's what they
Why
call
would
her.
you even need to call her White Girl Annie? That's
They
white
call her
girl
White Girl
already.
Annie. They call her White Girl Annie. All my
Annie's a
friends
white
call her
girl
White Girl
name.
Annie. I swear to God, because you know what? Back in the day when I was still signed to my record label, she would show up to the shows and everything, and they'd be like, "Oh, damn, here come White Girl Annie." Like, that's my motherfucking bitch, man. Fuck that shit. She in this motherfucker.
That's like saying white girl Karen. I mean, you don't need to say it. It's kind of already explanatory.
Well, the thing is, she was cool, but see, this is my thing. I like my white friends white. That's it. I like my white friends white. Like, don't try to be black. Don't try to be black. That's all I'm saying.
Guess I'm fucked.
Well, no. I'm saying like
Even
I like my
my
white
black
friends
friends tell me I'm the blackest person they know, man.
No,
what they
well,
tell me all the time.
I mean, if they tell you that, that's one thing.
You're
But I'm
too
saying
well
if you're trying to be that,
No, I'm just me. It's just who I am, man. I can't help it.
So that's what I'm saying. I like my white friends white. I don't want them to fake for me because guess what? I'm not gonna fake for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna fake for you. So we had to understand it from day one. Me and her got close because we started the same day at Nordstrom's. I started at Clinique. She started at Estee Lauder. And we've been best friends ever since. So all I'm saying is
Let's get the story. Let's get the story.
White Girl Annie been in my life ever since then. So anyways, long story short, we was driving back from Mr. Lucky's. Oh goddamn, Mr. Lucky's was shit. So we was driving back from Mr. Lucky's from Seattle to Tacoma. And we got stopped by this officer. And the officer, he was wanting to arrest all of us. He had it on his mind. He had it on his motherfucking mind. He was coming to make some arrests. Like the way he came to the door, everything, the aggression was there. Like he wanted to arrest all of us. Good thing Annie was driving. Because she was like, wait a minute, what's your last name? It must have been some kind of like Polish name. That's what she is, Polish. And he said, oh, it's this. She said, oh, it's Polish. And he was like, yeah, it's Polish. She's like, well, I'm Polish. And next thing you know, she said, I love Polish sausage. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, Annie.
Somehow that sounds sexual, but okay.
That's what she
Very
said.
much.
She's
No,
like, I love Polish sausage. You know, he busted out laughing so hard. Honestly, he should have arrested all of us. Because when I tell you our alcohol level was probably triple, like we would have been safe if we.
21.
Well, she just was funny and witty. Man. We got us out of that. That's just being funny.
Do you think that was white privilege or just?
No,
Yeah.
it was because
Because we
if
wouldn't
it was
do
one
that.
of us in the driver's seat, she was driving.
You would have fucked it up because you would have been all nervous and shit. That's why. So I guess it is white privilege.
No,
But she's
the
like,
girl. Let me tell you, the
Poor
girl
guy.
who was driving could have never pulled that off.
Oh, she wasn't even driving. Oh, Annie wasn't driving.
No, Annie was driving.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. The girl who was driving, she would not have been able to pull that off. She
Wait,
wouldn't
so-
have been able to say no jokes. She wouldn't have been able to say nothing.
Yeah,
like, and honestly, the fact that he even let us go was actually a miracle.
Because he made you guys laugh. That could go both ways. I'm not saying there. I've seen some like I've seen stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, okay. So I'm not to cut you off, but let me say this. That night, we all actually should have. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
We all should have been pulled over and sat down. When I tell you, after he let us go, she was like all over the lanes. We had like 3 different people tell us we thought y'all was gonna die that night.
Did you ever stop and say, "Hey, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, man?"
That's a fool.
That's a good one.
I've got a lot of topics on the whole white privilege thing, but I want you guys to get to know me better before I just start spouting some shit off. I'll rub some the wrong way.
Okay. Oh shit.
I will tell you that when you talk about this, man, my black homie was like, "It's not white privilege anymore, man. This fucking money privilege is about who's got money and shit now." I said, "Well, I don't got that shit."
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't gonna lie, look, I got an older brother who's a downright fucking Trump supporter.
Fuck yeah, I got a couple black friends. You guys don't like to come out and say it, man.
You know why? The taxes.
Yeah, no shit, the taxes. That's what I've been trying to tell my brothers forever.
He changed so many things on the taxes to make them get so much money.
Yeah.
He changed so many things on the taxes to make them get so much money.
Well, he's in a higher tax bracket anyway. He makes good money though. He makes good money.
Let's get back to the subject.
My bad. We could go about this. I'll call you after this.
Let's get back to what we were talking about.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Like
Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? No, Annie was not okay. And neither were we.
That Eminem was living with white privilege in this situation where he did get a slight backlash. I understand what you're saying, Alexa, from his community.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think it was as worse as he would have gotten if it was Dr. Dre, Snoop, Kendrick Lamar, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige. If they had done the same thing. He got some backlash. I don't think it's at the same level he would have got if he was any one of those other.
Not even close.
As a matter of fact,
I did the research.
I think
did the research.
Yeah, they're smarter too. Do that.
I didn't hear anything, or nothing came up on my feed. And I have a lot of news posts that come up on my feed. None of them major news posts said nothing about that concert in regards to Eminem at all.
I do think it was smart.
Was an underground joint.
Chris, I do think it was smart.
I did my research.
We were talking about this earlier in the week. I do think it was smart. If you were to make a message, let Eminem do it, and they wouldn't be able to gotten away with it. But let Eminem do it and let him make that message. And because before that, I heard that the commissioner had said there is to be no mention of any kneeling or anything with Kaepernick or anything like that. They were not supposed to do that. They told them not to do that. And if there was anybody supposed to do that, I would figure if it was strategic and it was smart, let Eminem do it. Because if Dr. Dre done it and anybody else done it, they might have banned them from ever doing any other hip hop concert like that again. And we're not going to ban our own.
Punish them. They would have 100% punished them.
Yeah.
100%.
I think it was smart in that regards.
Did
Because
it
of that
actually
reason.
did it, what was the talk? The talk was, oh, you know, what? The talk wasn't even really about the actual issue. It was just about Eminem.
Right.
White
Like
privilege.
I heard about it, but I like y'all said, I didn't really hear a whole lot being complained about Eminem kneeling. If anything, people were trying to figure out who he was kneeling for.
I mean, it was.
Right. It wasn't clear.
Exactly.
He
was
did it
not
right when
clear.
Tupac's shit
Yeah.
started playing,
Yeah,
man.
I heard people
You know what
say
I'm
it was
saying?
'cause
It was
of that.
obvious, and if he's all about hip hop and giving respect to those who paved the way
Right.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was, I won't even like that, man. And I'm not fuck the police to begin with, anyways. 100,
Yeah.
I just call it if there's a fire or my aunt had a heart attack. That'd be the only time I would call 911. But I'm serious, man. You look at my shit. I got a whole thing about the. Anyway, I'm gonna get calm down.
Woosah. Woosah.
He's on our side.
Get that shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I get it, and you know what? A lot of time, I hate the cops, man. I'm not fond of the elderly either. Like all colors of them.
What the hell?
Or toddlers.
They do. I don't like. I flipped on this one lady. She was looking at my buddy. We both worked on bass and stuff before I got fired too.
He said she was looking at my butt. You slip that in. Slip it in. Slip it in. Slip it in.
What?
Go back into details.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me tell you something about Alexa Page. You can't slip nothing in on me, baby.
What I say?
You got to explain it. You touched my
What?
butt. I want you to go back to that comment, and I want you to expand. I want you to expand, just like you do with your mouse. You know how you go to your mouse and you can zoom in. I want you to zoom in on that comment.
Which one? The getting fired comment?
That she touched my butt.
Who touched my butt?
I want to hear about that. That's what I want to hear about.
Oh no, I wasn't. No, I didn't say that.
I thought you said somebody elderly touched your butt, and that's why you hate her.
Oh, did I? Girl?
That's what I thought I heard. You refrain my memory. Refrain my memory, because that's what I heard. I heard the same thing.
Okay, well, all right. Maybe like old things that happened to me just come out and I'm not aware of it. This one lady did.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, those things did happen. They did happen.
No, I know. I won't talk about it.
They
but
happened.
Don't make him rehash it.
But no, so
tell us what happened.
Well,
Ethel grabbed your left cheek, and you liked it.
I didn't say that.
That's why he was talking about cougars when I first came in.
Yeah, as soon as you said that,
that's why. It all makes sense now.
So we worked on.
Boy.
Clenched his asshole when he heard something about elderly women.
I said we both worked on bass.
Ethel grabbed that left cheek.
Fired. That's what I said.
I could have sworn.
Yeah.
You know what? All
right. So anyways, there's this old judgy looking ass white lady, right? That was walking out. We were behind the PX on base because we do heat and AC and shit. And my homie I'm working with, he's got dreadlocks and tattoos and stuff like that. And like she just kept staring at him. And we were both walking back and forth like a bunch of times and everything. And then I finally realized, I was like, this bitch was staring at my boy like that. And he's like my best friends and shit too. Up until recently, because he didn't come to my show, but whatever. He was like, I was like, yo, this bitch keeps looking at you, Jay. Why? He's like, they always do that. And I was like, they? Like old white ladies? White people? I was like, and then I was just like, hey, the fuck you keep looking at my boy for? And she's like, yeah, privilege. She just walked off and I was like, what the hell? Like, use your mind, lady, just because he does look, like, okay, if I was just walking and he came up to me, I'd be scared, but not because, I guess because he's black or whatever. If I saw a white dude with dreads and tattoos and shit, I'd be like, the fuck you got dreads for, man?
You just explained white privilege.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he looks.
Wow.
I guess he looks.
How do you like your white privilege there, Justin?
Thanks. Anyways.
Oh shit. That's
because she should have called the police on us.
I guess he would look scary. I guess he would look scary to like a white person.
I want to hear my name every time my point has been made. I want to hear my little sound. Where's my
you got a sound? You got a sound? Okay, so wait. First of all, you got to tell me what the point is and what the sound is.
What's the point?
I'm gonna pump it up for you.
The point is
I still don't like this light. I still don't like this motherfucking light.
He was acting like he didn't know or had never experienced white
We're moving on. We're moving
All
on
right.
to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been stuck on this one for a while.
It's been
All
a
I
This
don't
is
like it. I'm a
this-
brown girl.
this story was actually brought up by Erica. So we're going to talk about this controversy, small
I don't see my
controversy
brown. I don't.
with Neo.
Oh, thank God.
Neo.
Okay, Neo recently was talking. Let me read this real quick. Neo recently shared a controversial opinion about who's to blame for the popularization, I can't say it right, of misogynistic music. Let's see. Neo discussed his opinion about women should take some accountability for the rise of sexist and derogatory music made about them by male artists. He said it's gotten super misogynistic, which I don't understand. So Sick Singer said of the current state of music. And mind you, I can only blame us men halfway for that because as a woman, if a man sings the word bitch to you and you smile at him, he's probably going to do it again and again and again. And the more misogynistic the lyrics get, the more y'all accept it, the more that's going to happen. That's just kind of what it is, the singer said. And let's see, ladies, I love y'all to death, but if you want men to stop calling you bitches, stop dancing to the records. Okay, so I'm going to start.
Oh, shit.
I think Chris.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it tonight. I'm
Since
sorry.
Erica start. See, you sent this story, Erica. I'm gonna let you start off this. You give me your opinion on what Mr. Neo,
Erica.
singer, said about women.
Well, number
Me-
Before
one,
you say anything, Erica, before you say anything, you better look in my eyes. Now, did you do your research on Neo?
You better
yeah,
go.
I did my research on every single.
You
little
better
thing.
look in my damn eyes, because I'm telling you right now, I'm finna come hard.
I
I'm
mean,
finna come hard.
hey, come how?
Okay, let's
Come
all right.
bring
Let
it.
Erica speak.
You did your research on Neo or not? Because I know about Neo, baby.
I did my research. Oh, you're in love with him, so you don't.
I
want me to
know
say
about.
bad
I
him?
know about Neo. So go
You
ahead.
know about that
He's the one.
He is the one.
0.04% Chinese that he claims, and now people are calling him Blasian from that 0.4% Chinese that
that's
he's so
besides
called is. I did my
Right.
research.
The point is, you're trying to talk about women want, and what do you really want, dude? What do you
Let
really
Erica-
want?
Let Erica get on this one.
Okay, so that's all I'm saying. Do you guys? Because I got people I can fucking text right now. Okay, so let's just keep it real. Like Neo, shut the fuck up, Neo.
This is Erica, so let Erica speak on this one. And we'll get you.
Okay,
We'll
and
get you in
that's
this.
what I'm saying. I'm gonna let you speak, but I'm just telling you, I got sources.
Yeah. I want to hear all of it. We should all hear all of it. I think the fact is, yeah, I don't put a lot of any thought into anything Neo says. I think that notoriously, anytime there's African woman talked about, he's going to speak about us negatively. So I really don't think that he is team black woman at all in any way. So, whatever, however, when you step back and you actually look at every single little thing that he said, I mean, there are some things that you can say. I mean, one of the things that we as women have to be honest about is that we allow a lot of bad behavior that if we collectively did not allow would not happen. Pussy is power, and that's just all there is to it. However,
Okay.
women have different rules of the game. We all have different rules on what we will and we will not do. However, him bringing in us dancing to music as saying, oh, okay, it's okay. No. Because number one, African American women are going to dance to any and everything, no matter what. It's in our DNA. You drop a beat and we are going to drop. It is part of our African DNA. And if you research dance all the way back into all the Africans, all 52 African countries, they all have different ways that they dance. And twerking has been a part of our culture since the beginning of time. This is what our hips are made for. So it doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
drop some Tim
Yeah.
McGraw right
Exactly.
now, and I'm gonna
Exactly.
shake it like my mama gave it to me. Okay,
You don't even
I'm
know.
gonna do it.
I'm gonna let you.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you
so
finish,
to
but you don't even
say
know. Go ahead.
that
Yeah.
if we would not respond to men and shut off that self to ourselves, that men would behave better. No, they wouldn't. They just
No, they
find
would
somebody
not.
and convince
No,
them
no,
and
no, they
manipulate
wouldn't.
them to do whatever they want, because that's what y'all do ultimately.
They're gonna do what they're gonna
Everybody
do.
does. Everybody
They're
gonna
gonna
do
do what they're
what
gonna do.
everybody gonna do. And to
Mhm.
put that on us is like, yo, at some point in time, number one, you ain't Blasian. You know, you black, claim that. You know what I'm saying? But no,
Right.
you don't talk about anything about our culture that you really don't love and you ain't
Claim
with
it.
anyway.
Claim it.
You know what
At
I'm
the end of
saying?
the day, if
So
you got a 25%, you black.
He got
look,
the
If you got
information from
25%, you
Ancestry.com.
black.
I am 46% European. I'm black.
Look, I done did all the
European.
DNA things. I done did it for like 4
I'm
different
black.
companies. I did it for 4 different companies. You know what the main thing came up? Yoruba.
Where the fuck is that?
Yoruba. But guess
A
what?
plant? Like arugula?
Yoruba.
Where the hell's a Yoruba?
West African. But I'm
Oh,
just saying though, I know for a fact my grandmother is from my great grandmother's from Australia. So what did I tell you? That black gene reigns supreme. That black gene reigns supreme. And I got all kind of cousins that got all kind of different, whatever. Blonde hair, green eyes, blue eyes, all
did we all start black anyways?
these different things, red hair, all this stuff. Today, my grandmother, that's from Australia, and then I got Native American. Guess what gene reigns supreme?
Yep.
Africa.
All right.
Africa.
All right. Let's
Now-
And that's it.
hear Justin, what you have to say about this subject.
I want to hear from Chris, man. He ain't really been able to talk.
We're gonna get to Chris.
All right.
I got something to say about what Erica had to say. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I don't look.
I got a little bit something to say about what Erica had to say. Not in. I'm not trying to come against you, but I do want to say. I do want to
This is
say
hostile
different.
therapy for a reason.
Yeah, it's hostile
Exactly.
therapy,
I
girl.
want to say a different point of view that you didn't. To me, you didn't speak on.
But Neo really doesn't really degrading women in his songs, calling them bitches and everything or whatever. So
Not at all.
and I really didn't like. I don't know who makes a big fuss about that, anyways. And it wasn't for music. I wouldn't have known. Like even there's like a Snoop Dogg. I didn't know until I started listening to it that bitches weren't shit, but hoes and tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I started listening to from the whole time. You know.
Right.
And I'm not gonna blame rap or anything. I'm just probably overall who I am as a person. But I didn't respect women for a long. It might have been because my mom too got mom issues. I don't know if that
could do it.
It could.
That
too.
has a lot to do
my
with
mom. I love my mom. Wasn't that she? You know.
Right.
But
I think
I'm
we
just
all
saying,
have
like,
mom issues.
there was a long time that I didn't like honestly respect women, and I wasn't aware that I didn't respect them. And then I was like, shit, I really don't respect you, ho. I'm sorry. I was like, ho, I'm sorry. But no, seriously, like, and it was a thing I had to grow and develop or whatever. But I'm not making. Part of it was because I was the music I listened to. It wasn't that they made me do it or told me to do it, but
I can't do the light. I'm sorry, my light fucked up.
if you keep one more time about this damn light, I'm gonna call
It's
one.
so fucked up. I look like a light bulb.
You look bright. You look beautiful.
No,
you look good.
Alexa, you are beautiful. Shut the.
I look like a fucking light bulb. Light bulb. I'm trying to fix it.
No, that's in your mind.
Chris about to curse you out if you don't leave the light alone.
I know he's gonna curse me out. Yeah.
No, I'm just the light is fine. You look beautiful.
Chris
You're
and
beautiful.
Red, let me tell you something. Chris and Red, that's my
I hit that shit out in the daylight, in the dark, all of it.
They're gonna cuss me out. I already know. After the show, guess what? I'm turning my phone off because I don't want to hear nothing about the show. I don't want to hear nothing. I swear to God.
All right, Alexa, we're putting the spotlight on you now. So we'll let you go. You give your explanation about this story. What do you think about that? Is he right or wrong about what he said?
Okay, so can I get the actual capitalization? Because all I can think about is this ugly light on me right now.
God.
Wow.
You know,
We're gonna move to
All right, we're
Chris
gonna come back.
until you
Okay.
come back.
yeah,
Chris,
the ugly light.
Chris,
I'm sorry.
Chris, what is your opinion on this story? We're gonna come back to Alexa.
So
Gotta get
as
a
a,
Let me
lot.
turn it down. Let me turn it down.
so as a songwriter,
So,
an artist,
maybe it'll
myself,
be
a
better if I
poet,
turn it. The light is
and
making me
I'm a
look
hip
like
hop
extra light. Like I'm
No.
brown.
enthusiast.
I'm brown.
No, leave the light
I'm
alone.
brown.
I have
Let Chris go.
I've
Let
I've
Chris cook.
always said that I think that as a culture that
Mhm.
our men need to have better responsibility on how we portray women, because for one, yo, who pulls who
Oh,
pulls
what
a
the fuck?
soul
He just died.
who pulls a soul through their body into their womb and get converted into a human being that pumps us out like that? Yo, that's deep.
Right.
You see what I'm like? That alone to me commands like respect, period. Right?
Right.
But I feel like whether it's misogynistic music or whatever the hell that is, I always felt that the responsibility was on us because whether past or present, we need to project, even regardless of what happens with us when we deal with women and things of that nature. We chose certain circumstances and things, not knowing what that person was about or vice versa and all that type of stuff, right? So half of that responsibility is also on you as an individual, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot project something on somebody else that you was a willing participant in and got down with, right? I don't think that's good. I think it's cool, but I would never say that it gets to the point where like we need to be more responsible with that and project, because it seems like our women on a whole throughout the planet are being looked and shamed upon because of this program, this mantras of music, bitches and hoes and tricks and all that shit. But it's not, all that shit is not true. There's individuals out there who gonna do shit. There's males out there who do things and do shit, but that's on the individual. It has nothing to do with women as a whole. There's some very great and beautiful women out there. So in some aspect, I get what he's saying, but there's a bad cycle to this shit. And women do have to be more responsible when men come to them, and regardless if they got money or they're head of a company and all that shit. It's like a learned behavior language that was taught to us for men, for women to bow down regardless and accept what's being pushed to them and go with this dude because he got paper, he got money, he's this, he's that.
Or
And
just because it feels like you have no other choice but just to go with the flow of whatever you guys say.
no, but that's not, see, that's on the surface, it's like a wave, right? But when it hit the surface, when it hit the shore, that wave is gone. It's dissipated, it's gone. So I think women as a whole have to be more responsible and saying like, look, I'm not going to accept that shit from you. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. And not flow with that, because honestly, like when I mentor and I teach the youth, I teach my teens that y'all have the power for real. Because if you don't deal with him, like if he's selling drugs or he's doing something in the community and he's really into you like that, you know what he's not going to do no more? He's not going to be that dude who's going to be on that block no more. He's not. There was a post that I made today on my Issues of Men page, and it all goes into the fact that we have the power to change a lot. When we stop tolerating, when we say this is it, this is enough, things will change. And I think women have to take that into responsibility. But the bad thing about our cycle, what we talk about on a whole with hip hop, music, period, it is a place of expression. Yes, it is. But our most consumers of music that call your negative aspects is who? Women. And you bob and dance to it. It sounds good, it feels good, and all that stuff like that. When we go out, we party, and we got a little libations and things like that. But it's a vicious cycle, and somehow we have to be in a position to curb it, male and female,
Right.
to get to a place where we're making the artists accountable. You understand what I'm saying?
And I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
leave
the
it at that.
disconnect there, to where it's like, you know, don't talk about women doing it. Talk about how
Right.
we together, because all you're doing at
Absolutely.
that point is displacing blame.
Displacing
Talk
blame.
about we solutions. You
Right.
talking about woman solutions? It's like, nah, you're gonna lose. You ain't gonna have it. And that is notoriously
Mhm.
always what happens. Is, oh, it's y'all fault, or it's y'all fault. If y'all did this or y'all did that, ain't none of that ever gonna change
Nothing.
anything.
We would not be able to do half of the stuff we do if it wasn't consented.
Right.
And sometimes it's not consented, for real.
Right.
For real.
Okay.
Like,
Facts.
yeah.
All right.
Like, and that's why I said sometimes women, and this is just from my observation and in my work, and even sometimes myself, sometimes it's like, that's too big of, all that stuff is too much of a battle for me to fight on my own. Like, you just gotta, it is what it is.
Right. So I think on an individual basis, I think we have to do what we can on an individual basis with the relationships we have in our lives. And if we have a bigger platform to maybe push or say something about it. But yeah, this, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I get it, but who the fuck is he though?
Yeah, Neo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't fuck
What do you
with
mean?
And that's why I had the
Yeah.
problem with him, because it's like, man, you ain't even pro African American woman anyway, so you talk
Yeah.
down on us no matter what the subject is. So yeah, at that point, shut up. Even if you do have a point, shut up.
Right.
Mr. 0.4% Blasian.
I just think he's trying to gain more fans by saying, some people come, you know what? Some people have these political campaigns or their little sayings to put stuff out there just to make themselves relevant, or people keep talking about them, and I'm gonna go back and check him out, I'm gonna buy his album or whatever like that. Oh, he's really about us and all like that. I mean, it's crazy sometimes, for real, but you have to watch people
Right.
and learn and understand their history to really understand why he's doing what he's doing and what he's saying.
Exactly. And that
sure.
is why I wasn't with it.
Okay. But y'all must know something else I didn't hear about. I'm hearing about. No, for real. I don't know what. I mean, hear you and Alexa are saying. Maybe I'm behind on saying that he's not, pro black woman. Like, didn't he have a baby by a black woman recently? I thought I could be wrong. I don't know. Hasn't he met? I thought he did. Okay, I could be wrong.
Hey,
Wasn't he
hey.
with a black woman before that one?
How many slave masters? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it out there. How many slave masters had a baby?
But he's not a slave master though. He's a black guy.
Well, listen to what she's
No,
saying.
it don't matter.
But
He
the
could have been a
point
slave
is
driver.
relevant.
He could have been a
The point
slave
is
driver.
relevant.
My point is, you're not for the black people just because you have a baby that's black.
That
Right.
yeah, I would kind
Just
of.
because
it could've
that's
been one
black,
of
that's
those
it.
That is
I
true.
would rather you have.
What did he say about black? I mean, forgive me.
I would rather you have an outside baby, because at
Did he
least you're
say-
keeping it real.
Did he say something about black women that I don't know about? Now, like, help me out. I don't know. Maybe I didn't hear about it. What did he say that was against black women?
Oh gosh.
When do you? And maybe he said a lot. I might be behind on this one. I didn't hear it.
Well, like you said, maybe he said a lot.
Just give me one thing. I haven't heard anything for what he said.
I felt this way about Neo since like 2007, because what was it, talking about how he wouldn't date black women. It was like one of those
about this. Help me out.
contacts. It was like 2000. This was like 2007. Like, he didn't like black girls or something like that.
I come from a family
He
of
said
men who don't date black women.
I remember something like that, because that is why that's why I wrote him off.
Every man in my family does not Like I swear to God, every man in my family does not date black women.
Damn.
You
Oh
come from
my God.
you come from money?
I
Yeah.
get. I mean, I don't consider it money. I mean, it's not money to me. Maybe it might be money to somebody else, but it's
What
not
does that
money
mean?
to me. But I'm just saying that they tried, and it failed.
Look, okay, so I was
All
watching.
my brothers, all my close cousins,
Okay.
none of them.
This is a touchy subject for a lot of black women.
What? Well, I
shit,
mean,
my bad.
to me, we're kind of getting off of subject a
Right.
little bit with this because, okay, it may be coming from the wrong person.
Right. He also
He
said
was saying-
all the prettiest kids are light skinned anyway.
It's
Well, I'm looking up. I'm doing.
my kids are
doing
light
that.
skinned. I got they are just saying.
Like for
Prettier.
instance, my son is getting
You look
jumped
good, though,
by black
Alexi. You
girls
look
right
good.
now. My son is getting jumped.
Right now?
Literally. My
Jump?
son is getting jumped in school by black girls. And he's like, Mom, are we gonna move back to Puerto Rico? That's what he asking me. Because he's like, I don't like these girls. You know?
The subject matter we're dealing with now. Let me say my piece on this.
All right.
I really don't see anything he said wrong. I see maybe it came from the wrong person. He didn't blame just women on there. He said I halfway blame women for this.
Mhm.
Remember we did a show. We did a show a couple weeks ago where we talk about who's responsible for the negative images in the media. And I think most of us agreed it's us because if we agree to do certain things, we have nobody else to blame. If we have women who are dancing to negative stereotypes and lyrics in songs, or ones who appear in the videos and reiterate negative stereotypes in songs, you don't have to do that. I mean, I know we love our drums and we love our beats and stuff like, but we don't have to.
But you got to do that on both sides.
But he said halfway.
No, you got to do that on both sides. That's all I'm saying.
Wait.
That's all I'm saying. See,
He
this
said
is
halfway though. He didn't say just men. He said halfway.
No. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
He said men too. He didn't say just women.
My brothers and my close cousins, they always had a problem with me. You know why?
Why?
Because they want to put us in one category and then say, oh, I need to get somebody international. I gotta get somebody international. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not like they don't like black women because sometimes they're African women.
Right.
They just think it's from another country. But what I'm trying to tell you, the same country is going to give you the same thing. They want loyalty. Every single woman wants loyalty.
Probably.
And so think about this. Now you're growing up with your sisters, right? You're growing up with your sisters that grew right with you. Now what? You mad because they dating white boys? You mad because they're going on trips? You mad because hell, they might move to this motherfucker. I done lived in the islands, you know. I done lived in this. I'm not gonna fucking beg nobody to fucking see my worth. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just that's not me. You see my worth or you don't. I'm not gonna beg no motherfucker. So basically, I take who takes me. That's my idea. I take who takes me. I don't give a fuck what you are. I don't see no color. And my brothers, you know, they trying to teach us a so-called lesson. See, this is what happened to you black girls. Now everybody want to go to this, that, and the other. But do you understand that the black girls is actually beautiful queens? And hell, maybe somebody looking at them too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody looking at them, you know. Maybe somebody looking at them, you know. Did you ever think about that?
We can be beautiful all day, but we have to act a certain way to get a certain type of respect. If you are dancing to a song that is literally calling you a bitch, whore, hoe, whatever,
It's still a song though.
Yeah, it's a
still a
song,
song.
but it's a song based off of real life experiences.
Yeah, but he's
though.
not talking about all women,
No.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's just talking about like,
I mean, Neo doesn't make any of those type of songs, so
No,
that's
man.
not. That's
Well,
just,
let's go ahead and pick a song then. What song? Let's give an
It's
example.
entertainment.
First
Any
of all,
of
let's
those-
not even talk about
Right.
Neo
Any of
again.
those
Like
songs
now,
from the Super
y'all
Bowl.
just struck a nerve in me. Let's not talk about Neo.
Any
Let's
of those
just keep it real.
songs from the
Neo
Super
is
Bowl.
fucking bisexual.
The, the
Okay.
first
Okay, period. He's
That's
bisexual.
right.
So he don't have to get.
Oh,
He doesn't have to get his shit from a woman.
we got.
He's bisexual.
We got to hold on. We can go
That
to the
went-
Super Bowl. We can
No,
go
for
to
a
the
fact.
Super
For a
Bowl.
fact. For a
The
fact.
first song
For
from
a
the
fact,
Super
he's
Bowl
bisexual.
was, I think, "Bitch Please" from Snoop Dogg at the Super
Right.
Bowl halftime show. That was literally the first song that he started with.
But it's
Not Bitch
entertainment.
Please. I forget what it was. Da 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 da. I forgot what's the name of that song, but it was basically about women
Please
stripping.
delete that part. I'm sorry.
But-
That was an outburst. That was an outburst. But delete that.
But
Delete that. But he is bisexual. Delete it.
Neo, I
Delete
see.
it,
I don't
delete
know.
it,
I
delete
don't
it,
know.
delete it.
It's just like
That's a
that.
whole
Maybe this is stuck out there.
nother
Nah,
subject.
he's bisexual. But you know what? Fuck it.
But let me ask you something. Let me ask everybody. up here.
Allegedly, he's bisexual.
Hold on. Let me ask everybody up
Not
here,
allegedly.
except for you.
I know a motherfucker he
Hold on.
fucked. How about that?
Hold on. Yeah, we're getting off subject now.
Okay.
Except for you, because this is what we call into you.
This feels racist.
It's about to be racist. Now, not you. Not you. I mean,
I hope you erase all this. Erase it.
If-
Erase
if-
it. Erase it. Erase it.
if-
Erase it.
If Snoop Dogg was replaced by a white person saying "bitch please" in there, would y'all be? No, instead of saying "bitch please," he said "nigga please."
A white person?
Yes.
I wouldn't say that.
What would you be
It's
cool
not
with?
gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
No.
There wouldn't be a
Oh,
halftime.
wait. If there was a good beat to it, are you saying you're going to dance to it because there's a good beat to it?
Oh man.
You're
They
going to
might.
hear those
They
lyrics,
might. They might.
and
They
you're going
might.
to stop.
Wait,
Let's
was
keep
Oh,
it
yeah.
real. Let's
Say-
keep it real. If it's a good beat,
No, there's
Wait,
no
wait,
fucking
wait.
way.
Hold
I
on.
listened to lyrics.
what if it was with a strong? Was it the hard ER or was it with the A at the
It
end?
wouldn't matter because
Yeah, it does
Joe,
matter. That matters.
Joe Rogan just got in trouble the other week, and he didn't have to say the hard ER. But if you had a white person singing something, please and nigga please, y'all would be upset at that. So y'all know if y'all would stop, if y'all would hear the lyrics being said, we can't. It's up there. That's why we're dancing to it. We can control it. And I'm saying I'm not blaming just women. I'm blaming
Right.
men too because we're part of it. We're the ones putting
Absolutely.
the music out there. But we're
My-
also putting the music out
my dad used to cuss me the
y'all
fuck
have
out.
an issue with it.
My dad used to cuss me the fuck out because back in the day, like way back in the day, you couldn't burn no CDs on me. You had to wait for it to come on the radio.
Yeah, we're
And
talking.
have your cassette tape ready. And have your cassette
Right.
tape ready.
Yeah.
I used to burn all the shit I want to listen to. Busta Rhymes, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Too Short. I used to burn all that shit because I had a little karaoke machine. But my thing is this. You want to ground me for burning this shit on the spare tape, but now we come to find out that you might have two outside kids.
Wow. No,
That's what I'm talking about.
But
Right.
you know what
See,
I'm saying?
no. So my thing is, so this is my thing.
He
This
was
is
trying
my
to protect
thing.
his door.
Do as I say, not as I do. That's what that
Right,
is.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So obviously, you doing something, okay?
Yeah. for
Don't
sure.
fuck with me, man.
Eminem
Look,
has
you
used
got-
the
what's
N
going on?
word in his music, so
Right. And
Eminem ain't never dropped an M-bomb in no music.
It don't matter about no M-bombs. It's
Oh,
the
wow.
point.
He made
trying
a
to
thing.
make-
He said a rap about a black chick a long time ago, but he wasn't.
I was about to say.
He
yeah.
wasn't. He didn't ever fucking did that shit, man. Like
You mean the mainstream Eminem, but the high school Eminem.
Oh
man.
no. Oh yeah. Let's keep it real. He was dating a black chick and he broke up with her
yeah, he was talking shit about her.
and he dropped a mixtape on her.
Yeah, he was talking shit about her. It had nothing to do with her black.
You did- you
It was
did
just-
say
I
that.
heard it. I heard it.
But
He
you
dropped
should
a
be a
whole
bitch.
mixtape on her. And he's like,
He
don't
should've
ever
treated-
date a black chick.
He should've
Don't
said-
never play that. And you know, I'm a rapper too. So, you know, I can get down with the shit. I mean, look, let's just keep it real.
Erica is shaking.
Let's just keep it
scratching her
real.
head.
If
I'm a
you
poet.
drop a beat on me right now, I can
I'm a
freestyle.
poet.
Erica,
I'm a
you got
real
something, you got
motherfucking
something to say,
rapper.
Erica.
I'm a freestyler.
I said it.
I do that
it. I
shit.
mean,
I do this
he
shit.
said it.
Okay, so. you
But it's
know.
not. He did say it, but it's not like he's like, let's go lynch all the black people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Obviously, he was heartbroken.
So much better.
That's not what
He
he
was
said. No,
heartbroken.
it's
He was
good.
heartbroken. The
But I'm
girl broke
saying-
his heart, and that's
He
why he
said
did
it.
this shit.
He
Yeah,
said
Look,
it.
and
And then,
I
and then
get
he
it.
said, "Black girls are dumb. You know,
Exactly.
date a white girl.
Yes,
White
yes,
girls are
yes.
Yeah,
better."
exactly.
yes,
Exactly.
he did.
That does
Okay,
exist.
okay,
Yeah.
yes, you're right.
Unfortunately, yes,
Oh,
that
no.
does exist. Yeah.
I
And
might.
then what was the outcome of that?
Not that.
He came out and apologized
She
and
grew up
shit.
without a dad. She
Him
still
Yeah.
getting
grew
paid
up
Black
back
without a dad.
artist.
with
Yeah.
the worst relationship of
But
his
you-
life.
But you know what?
Grew up
Me is
without a
racist.
dad.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But on a serious note, yeah, I'm like, regardless if we dated black chick or not, I've had experience. I probably had almost dated or touched almost every race at some point in time in my life, right?
Damn, Chris,
No,
slow it
No,
down.
I said,
He
No,
said
I'm
he
just saying.
get around.
Damn,
So-
Chris.
no, I'm just.
Well,
Why
Oh,
not?
so I was
Why not?
talking to you.
Hey, and look, move around, Chris. Look, boom, move around. Okay? Move around.
Nah,
Move the fuck around.
So-
I will never fucking look. Move around, nigga. Move around.
Look, so this is, my thing is this. When you and your feelings about something, when you try to give somebody your best and they do something crazy, you going to come at them.
Right.
So I don't think it
I
was just 'cause she
don't
was,
care.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, just because she was black or she was this and that and the third, you was just expressing your feelings
Mhm.
about that aspect of that situation. So I don't get on too bad about that, but at the same
I
time,
mean, I don't either, but it happened.
It totally 100%, man.
Right. Okay, let me ask y'all this, Erica. Let me ask you specifically. I probably said that horrible.
Specifically.
That's a tough word.
Syllables. I'm black, man. Leave me alone. But
It's hard.
Erica, if you were married to somebody, married to a guy, whatever, and he cursed you out every night. You know, he got home, he said his food is not ready, and he just cursed you out every night. And you smiled at it and you hugged him afterwards and like, oh, okay, well, maybe I am this type of person. Maybe I am a bitch. Maybe I am a horrible person. You know, you're probably right. Okay. It is the guy's fault for even calling you that type of name. But if you stay with him for 20 years, you have to take a little bit. Do you think you have to take a little bit of the blame for that? Should you leave? Yes. You can put it in percentages if you
I'll be
want.
right
You can say 80% his fault. And you would have to, and you can leave anytime you want to, because you have a full autonomy over your mind or your body. Can you take any of the blame for that, or is it all his fault?
I think everybody should always take the blame for everything that they do.
Right.
You know, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But would all women have to pay for that just because I made that mistake?
No, not all women. No.
And not only that, let's just be real. You know, a lot of women are with men that do have a lot of shortcomings besides saying the B word, that are bad with money and can't provide, that are alcoholics, that are drug addicts, you know what I'm saying, that are sexaholics, that can't get off of porn. There's a whole host of things. Promise you, to a man calling you, you know, the B word, is, you know, if you're dealing with those other things, is the least of your problems. And yeah, you're going to allow it.
Yeah,
And that's just being being real of what I've seen in life, not of myself. You
And
know
I
what I'm
was-
saying? Because, you know, have men call me crazy a lot of times. Yeah, that has hurt way worse than them calling me to be.
Yeah, that gets it.
But Erica, can you?
And you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Erica,
there's
there's a
variables.
point that you was that's when you said what you said. There was a point that you was trying. I mean, I feel that's a point that you was trying to make. Not that you were crazy, but you probably addressed
Oh shit!
like you addressed the bullshit, right? And
Ah,
they called you crazy for
Look at-
addressing the bullshit, right?
yeah. Exactly.
So that's what I wanted to get to, because when you said it, it hit me like immediately. Like they called her crazy because she wasn't wanted to allow them to treat her a certain way or do certain things, and when
Yeah,
she
I'm not.
arrested, right? So
And I'm gonna get to the root of it, and it's gonna be the truth, and it's gonna hurt probably. So then, I'm
yeah,
crazy, and that hurts way more than just call me a B. I'd rather be called a B than crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had situations where a man
Now
has,
say bitch.
one of my ex-husband has
Say,
just,
you know what? Say what they say. Because at the end of the day, if you got the nerve to say that to me, then say it. Say it. Say it. If you
when
got the nerve to say that shit to me, then
right,
fucking say it out loud. Because I
right.
promise you, when I tell you what I think about you out loud, I'm gonna say it out loud.
yo,
Gonna hurt
it's
her
coming.
feelings.
It's coming. So
I don't do that because
yeah,
I am way, way, way more savage. You won't return. You know what I'm saying? So I have a little bit of pity. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, men call women all sorts of names to demean them in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do
So
that shit.
you can sit here and be like, well, you allow it, so that's okay. Dude, do you know how many things we have to allow just to survive in this male-centered world?
So stop allowing it, Erica. Stop allowing it.
No, you can't.
No.
Only can
No.
control
No.
Can you control everybody else's?
When he say that shit,
No, you cannot.
no. When he said that
You
shit,
can't control the whole
check his
world.
ass right
You
there.
cannot.
No, you can't. But
you can
I
control
do.
yourself, though. That's what I'm saying.
And
You can
Speaking
lead.
for all
Just-
women.
Trust me.
All women can lead.
I said
and
as
a lot
an
of guys,
individual.
I've been checking
down.
myself for years. When
There
a
is-
dude don't want to
women
learn,
put up with
he don't want to
a lot.
learn.
Women
gotta
put up
teach
with
When he
a
don't want to
lot
learn,
for
he don't
men.
want to learn.
yeah, you do. You do. Honestly, you got a way fucking worse than us. I could only. It would be.
Right.
No.
It'd be terrifying being a woman. Having now a lot of time. Hold on, I'm not saying anything. Like I'm gonna meet.
You about to say something stupid, and I'm ready. I'm ready. You about to say something stupid.
I want to, but I'm not. Anyways,
I'm ready. I'm ready
So
for
close.
it, baby.
No, but I got a real good point. I can actually speak on this.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I was married before or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And when we got in fights and stuff, I wasn't constantly like sitting there downgrading or whatever, but we get fights. She's a lot smarter than I am. I'm not that bright. She would say shit like that had thought behind it and words that she, expressed it that really fucking hurt me. And it would hurt me
Words
and
that
get
kick
me
you in the
so
nuts.
mad. I couldn't think of anything else but like, fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you dumbass hoe. Like, there's nothing else. Like, she was smarter than me, and I get so mad.
You articulated that shit.
That's all I think of. It's like fucking, fuck you, bitch. Whatever, you fucking warm, whatever. But I got nothing. Like, and I would prepare myself for battle too, because sometimes it got to a point.
You know why? Because you never will have nothing.
But
you never will have nothing. If you're dealing with a smart fucking woman, just fucking humble yourself and be grateful. That's all you got to do.
I don't know about all
That's
that.
all you got to do.
Hey, Justin.
You never will have nothing. You never
Big
will
Red.
have nothing.
You know what it
That's
happened?
it.
Look,
Huh?
she would have got that shit out. I'd have went close to her, grabbed her by the waist, started kissing on her neck, picked her ass up, and took her to the bedroom.
Yeah,
You don't think a young ass fucking 25-year-old would have did the same thing?
She was like, well, go talk to that.
Neither one of those.
Go talk to that fat white bitch you was trying to talk to. And I was like, well, you wouldn't give me no attention, so I had to do something.
I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little in scope on me. I'm gonna just give you a little tiny in scope on me.
All right.
I peep everything. Even if I don't say nothing, I'm gonna peep it.
Yeah.
I peep it.
Uh-huh.
I actually, if you really want to keep it real, I can go back in my emails. I've been scouted by Mensa. I don't know if you know who Mensa is or not. I've been scouted by Mensa 3 times in my life.
IQ test.
What the fuck is that? See, I don't even know what that shit is.
Mensa.
IQ test.
Okay, so basically, it's a whole different society.
Smart people.
Creative though. Creative. Now I don't know other shit. So I'm just saying, my whole life I seen shit before people see it. I see crazy
Okay.
shit before people see it.
Like what?
I
Give me an
see
example.
shit that, like, for instance, me, my family, we grew up. We started with houses. We started with houses and real estate. Growing up, that's all we did: houses and real estate, houses and real estate. When I got mad at my dad, I would see shit I knew was out of the line, but I was so mad at him, I wouldn't even tell him.
Yeah,
I would
what?
wait. I would wait 2 days later and say, "You know, those sheetrock was out of line." Then he'd go back and look at it and be like, "Well, how come you didn't tell me when I said because you made me mad?" You know? Like, literally, like, I see mathematical shit in a creative way. It's just weird. Like, for instance, I
It's
wrote
not
with
weird.
both hands.
That's
I
a
wrote with
gift.
both hands. I wrote with both hands all the way up until the second grade. The only reason I chose a hand, I wrote with both hands up until second grade. The only reason I chose one hand is because my teacher told me you have to choose a hand. And I saw everybody was right-handed.
Wow.
I saw everybody was
See how powerful
right-handed.
that shit is?
So I chose right hand.
Well, a lot of my mother-in-law, she was Korean and stuff, and my daughter started demonstrating left-handed stuff, and then like she completely like flipped out and was like, "Just use the right hand." Blah, 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 blah. You know,
Ain't that weird?
that's just
Like-
that's how it is, man. That's how it is.
No,
They
I'm like,
just-
why do we do that to people?
I don't know, man, because
I
we
don't
this
do that
is
shit.
creatures
All
of
right.
habits and
Yeah.
shit. I don't know.
We get,
Like my baby sister is
subject.
left-handed,
Yeah.
Let's get back
My
to the
baby sister's
subject. We get away
left-handed.
from the subject.
Yeah.
but I was both-handed. I was both-handed all the way up until the third grade, and then
Both-handed.
they told me you have to choose a hand. So everybody was right-handed, so I chose right hand. But the truth is, I always been both-handed. So all I'm saying is this: if you really want to know what your real intuition is and everything, I swear to God, you got to go to ayahuasca. Google it.
All right.
Sounds like some white people shit.
Let's
We
get
ain't-
back to the subject. We left the subject.
No. It's called
Yeah.
ayahuasca. Look it up. Look
No,
it
I
up.
got you.
Oh, hey,
All right, I'm gonna shut
woo, let's get back to the subject. We done,
All right,
we done
let's
went
go.
off somewhere else.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Rick.
We were talking. We were
I'm
talking
sorry.
about
That-
Neo.
look,
I don't know how we got
he gonna cuss me out because I went off the subject tonight.
yeah, well, we're going to eventually venture on to the other one because I think this is going to be
I'm
very
sorry, Red.
relatable.
Well, I want to apologize before everybody. I don't want you cussing me out afterwards.
I ain't
So,
gonna curse you.
cuss me out right
Everybody
now.
will do that.
Cuss me out right
Oh,
now.
you good?
Okay.
Now we gotta stay on.
Good.
We gotta stay on YouTube. We can't be cursing out. You know, gotta get monetized.
So you promise you're not gonna call
Yes,
me and
let's
say
get
I did something wrong?
monetized. Let's
Okay.
focus
Nah, I'm
on
not
that.
Nah, we're good. But I mean, okay, we're gonna venture on into the main subject. Okay, I think Chris might be the only person that actually. Well, you might actually have experience on this. You were married before, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he does have.
Well,
He's
me?
like,
Oh, yeah, I'm
yeah,
married before.
Erica,
yeah.
Well, actually, everybody up here but me has.
I did not want to get married though.
You didn't get married,
I was
Alexa?
forced. I was forced to get married.
Yeah.
You were born in 1920s. What happened?
Nah,
No, I was forced to
You
get
had
married.
arranged marriage.
I did not want to get married. Everybody forced me.
it was a religious aspect,
Everybody
bro.
forced me. From
Okay.
my mom's side, my dad's side, his mom's side, his dad's side. Everybody fucking forced me.
It was what it was
Okay,
supposed
so-
to be because she got.
No.
Did you get pregnant?
Well, I mean, I got my son.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, was it really?
Yeah,
because of
I
that?
mean, I would never take that away.
No,
At least I got my
get it.
son.
Okay.
But honestly, I feel like we should have been fucking millionaires before we had a baby.
Mhm.
Everything happened wrong.
I mean, but that might not have changed the situation because
Cool.
millionaires and people who got money are not
Everything happened
good.
wrong.
Chris was married. Alexa was married.
Yeah.
Justin was married. Erica, you were married, right? One time,
Twice.
twice,
What?
3 times.
How many babies you got, Erica?
One.
How old are they?
He's 12.
Okay.
How many?
Yep.
What?
One and he's 12.
1, 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my son's
Okay.
about to be 14.
I love it. I love it.
All
I
right,
love it. Yeah.
Erica, we're
Yeah.
going to go with you first on this one now. Erica, we're going to go with you first. And,
Oh,
you know, first, before I go with
I
you,
didn't
this
have a play
question,
date.
Huh?
Are you in Fayetteville?
Mm-hmm.
Which
Are
one?
you in Fayetteville?
Who you talking to?
Erica,
Okay.
No. Mm-mm. No.
you're not in Fayetteville?
No.
Oh damn, never mind.
No. I
My son
know
don't
about
have no
Fayetteville, though.
friends. I don't let him hang out with these wannabe thugs. He ain't got no
Let's get up
friends.
sometime. Let's get up sometime.
He don't got no friends.
All right, Erica.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm
What
gonna ask you
we
this
got?
question. Oh, let me
Got
get up. Let me just after
marriage
the show. Y'all
questions.
hang
I
out,
love
hang
marriage
out after the
questions.
show.
Keep it open.
Let's get to this part first.
I love marriage. I love
Uh,
marriage questions. So yes.
We all know Steve Harvey. We all know he's got these books out here. He's tried to give relationship and marriage advice, and a lot of criticism I hear from him, well, not from him, but from other people, will say, "Well, he's been married this many times. How can he, talk about who can, who can't get married?" And I look at it as somebody's been through the experience and
The
has
experts.
been through mistakes and is able to learn from the mistakes. He might be able to give advice too. So
Yes.
I don't look at
Yes.
somebody who's
That
been
is true.
divorced more than once or twice and not be able to give advice. I look at, okay, somebody been through experience, they might be able to tell me something. Like
Right.
somebody
For sure.
who smoked crack. If somebody smoked crack, I'm gonna listen to him.
They
I'm
might
listening to him.
tell you.
They know how to tell you how bad crack is. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to read about it in, or hear about it on, TLC or something like that, one of those TV shows.
World star.
So I'm not going to down you because you've been married more than once. You may know more to keep a marriage or hurt a marriage, whatever. So, Erica, with that being said, what are the top things now that you're in this dating world that you would look for to vet if you think someone is worthy of marriage?
Whew, that's a good one. It's a good one. It's a heavy one. One thing that I think that I would really focus on is what real issues that they still have going on. What issues do you have going on currently? Mental issues. Are you in therapy? Do you have issues with family issues? All those things play a part that speak to how they are able to deal with life. Do you have issues with alcohol? Do you have issues with cigarettes? Do you have issues with kids? How do they interact with the world? That is probably my biggest thing. Like, how do you interact with the world? Do you know how to stay calm during conflict? Do you know how to talk things out instead of saying "fuck you, bitch"?
Yeah, I said it was relatable to the other topic.
Yeah, exactly. Or just bend over. Bending over is not always the answer. Sometimes things need to be actually discussed. Do you have emotional intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
So these are the things that right now are super, super important to me.
Faux show.
Yeah. And are you okay with the fact that I have flaws and that, yes, I have PTSD? Could you accept me as I am, and flaws and all?
When do you ask any of that? You ask that on the first date, or is this just like,
oh gosh,
no.
No, the moment where they say, I'm seriously interested in you. Okay, what does that look like? What does that look like for you? And then I'll get serious. As soon as they say they're serious about me, it's like, okay, well, let's get serious then. Let's start to have this serious talk while we're having fun, because I think that that can happen simultaneously. And yeah, I need to be with someone that can be serious, and that because I'm not trying to just be out here in life and always have fun and kiki and haha all the time. I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to make something. So if you ain't on that same vibe and you can't have a real grown ass talk, then I'm not for you. You can't be scared of the hard things, and you can't be scared of difficult things, and you can't be scared of nothing new. If you got any sort of fear in you, I ain't got no fear.
Like you, basically. And I don't care if I knew you since you was 10 years old. Fuck you.
Right.
Like, we trying to get millions. We trying to get millions. Yeah, like, man, fuck you. You got all these old ass bitches from back in the day. Like, man, fuck you.
Yeah, I respect everybody's journey. Wherever you are is wherever you are. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to call you less of a man. I'm just saying this is what I need.
This is where I am. Exactly. This is where I am today. So are you coming with me, Erica, or not?
These are things not just a relationship. This is what you're looking for when you're looking out for a husband,
Period.
No, yeah,
In life.
hardcore.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is the
Yeah,
thing.
in life.
Everybody changes. I am not going to be the same woman a
Mhm.
year
Yeah.
from now that I am today. 'Cause I
Evolution.
will have grown.
Nor should
So
you. Nor should you be. Nor should you be.
if we are going to go on this journey together, are you okay with the fact that we're both going to change, and are we still going to be able to adapt? So yeah, I'm looking for adaptability. I'm looking for emotional intelligence because changes come, and are you going to be able to be my ride or die?
Mhm.
Wow. That's real.
That's
E.
all
Okay.
we're
E.
asking.
All right.
Look,
That's
Chris.
all we're asking. That's all we're
Erica, I
asking.
can't call you EU, but I would say E8s. Are you?
Gotta do the hands.
Erica, when I tell you,
That-
I literally just fucking fell in love with you, like literally
that's
now,
dope.
like in the last 30 minutes. Like when I tell you, like this is the thing I've been dealing with the whole fucking time. Like my last decade has been everything you just said. So
I had to go.
that's
I
all
had to
I'm
go
saying.
through it because I'm not gonna lie. My mouth is very vicious. That's why
Spit,
I don't do that now.
Dang.
Like I
spit
had
out
to
razor blades.
Listen, but you know
learn.
what?
I don't do it anymore. So I had
I'm trying to
grow.
bring mine down.
I
I'm
had to
trying to bring mine
grow.
down a little bit
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm supposed to be in a mentor thing, you know. So I'm trying to lead these little teen girls or whatnot. Like God
I'm
keeps
too busy
putting,
leading myself. I don't have time
God
to lead
keeps putting me
anybody
in
else.
these positions where like I'm supposed to be a mentor. And I'm like, how am I
Yeah.
supposed to be a mentor? I
All
still
right.
like to turn up. I like to turn up. I like
That's
to
fine.
drink. I like to listen
What?
to music.
No way.
You know,
Nah.
no, seriously, no,
Alexa, that's
honestly,
fine.
No,
It ain't
honestly,
no, I know.
no,
It ain't
honestly,
nothing wrong with you.
I just
About
got
hour and a half,
offered
you stick
a
with it.
freaking
You
contract.
got it.
I just got I went to the gym like I normally go, and I got offered a contract.
Contract. What you?
This is God telling me get back to your shit. But
For
my
sure.
thing is like, man, how can I be a good
Nuh-uh.
representative
Mm-mm.
for these girls? You
Let me
know,
tell you
I
right
don't
now.
even have a daughter.
Look.
I don't even have a daughter.
Okay.
I really
Look,
don't.
But you a
Honestly,
woman.
I want to do something for the men, the males.
Okay. All right. So what I want to tell you first and foremost, listen, Alexa, I just turned 51. Right? I
Okay.
mentor. I turn up. Yeah, I got grown kids and I do what I do. But we have a lifetime of experience. Yeah, I got grown kids and I do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lifetime of experience that we can show and teach to grow them in this world. That's the most important thing. So it ain't about see, because we took this aspect of judgmental aspect of what this outside world look and do at us. As individuals, we have to be happy and do us.
Okay.
And we also have the ability to show and teach these young folk a little better than what they already know. Although they
And
think they know
honestly,
everything.
all they want to see is authenticity.
Yeah.
Be yourself. In my
Transparency.
practice, exactly. In my practice, like I said, I'm a spiritual life advisor. So I talk about spiritual things and spiritual lives and connect them to the physical, to the mental, to all those other, and to the, all those other things. Like how can we connect those all? They all know my flaws.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because how can I get real with them if I can't be real with them about who I am? So I'm
For
just going to
sure.
be me all day long, every day. And so when I say, hey, I had to learn, especially in this marriage game, especially in this relationship game, I had to learn how to love men on a whole nother level, you know what I'm saying? Which honestly, meant, having to truly understand what a man has to go through and understanding his burdens and, understanding that, you know what I'm saying? I got things I got to do. And so I'm real with that, you know what I'm saying?
Look, Erica,
But
let me tell you right now, I don't know how far you're away, but if you're really down, if you're really down with this hostile therapy shit, then you need to be willing to actually meet with me. Let's go have some fucking seafood, some oysters. I don't know what you like. I don't know. I'm a seafood bitch. I like seafood. So
Yeah.
I want seafood.
Especially like
So
that seafood,
let's
that
meet and let's
gumbo.
talk. Because honestly, like we need to connect. Because when I tell you the shit that happened to me today,
Cannot be
was so
serious.
crazy. The shit that happened to me today was so crazy. Like
You're
I
doing
literally
good
just went to the
stuff. Go
YMCA.
ahead, Alexa.
Yeah, you know,
So-
I went to the YMCA like a regular day, and like
She macking on everything.
actually, she overheard me. She
Mhm.
actually overheard me talking
That's a
to the
frequency
girl,
thing.
like signing me up. As a matter of fact, it was yesterday.
So
Okay,
Red,
so-
Let's let Justin get his point.
No,
I
I want to hear about
to
Justin's
me,
marriage.
it was so weird.
no,
It was so weird because I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hold on,
I'm gonna keep
hold
it
on.
real. I had a what you want to call a dark night of the soul. Okay, I had a dark night of the soul. I had a dark night of the soul.
What the fuck does that mean?
That means when you just don't give a fuck.
Oh,
You
right.
mad, you angry at
Oh,
everybody.
oh,
You don't
okay.
give a fuck. Like
It's
man,
actually
fuck
it's
everybody.
actually a
Like
spiritual
yeah, you
time
like
period
I had a
of
dark
growth
night
that
of the
you go
soul.
through.
I'm gonna keep it real. I had a dark night of the soul.
Is it like
So-
it's like wait,
Hold on.
it's different from a hoe face?
We
Like, you know?
we are leaving the subject.
So Red
Get
asked
back
me
on
first.
subject. Hold on.
We're gonna come back to me.
Yes.
Google Google it. Google it. It's called the Dark Night of the Soul. I had a dark night of the soul. I had a dark night of the soul. So I
Before
was
you
so
go to
mad.
that, we're getting off subject. Let's get
I
back
was so
on
mad, and I
We'll get
and I
back
just.
to it.
Oh, I'm
We'll
sorry.
get back
Red.
on
I'm sorry.
subject. Hold on.
Red asked
Hold
me
on.
a question.
You know what though? I got a podcast directly concentrating on this type of shit. Only spiritual shit. Only spiritual shit. Only
Do
weird
that.
shit. Weird shit. You know. I got another podcast. So me and Red are working on that. So y'all gonna have
That's
to
deep.
hook up with him. For
Let's
that.
get okay.
God,
Let's
that's deep.
come back to that. Let's get to Justin.
I'm sorry.
With a former married person.
So you gonna skip past me, bro?
We're going.
No, let Chris did have something to say. Go ahead.
Oh,
No. Go ahead and come back to
Because we were supposed to
come
go
back
from America and then we were supposed to go to
okay.
Justin. But let Justin hear. Chris,
Let's
will
hear
come
about
to you.
Justin's marriage. I want to hear it, Justin.
Well,
How was marriage like
What
for
are you
you?
looking for if you're dating now and you're trying to vet who is going to be a wife for you next, who you want to be with forever, not somebody you want to be with for a few months, like a Britney Spears
Yeah,
marriage,
yeah, yeah.
or you don't want a Kanye West, Kim Kardashian type deal going
Yeah.
on.
Well, if I'm being honest, well, I'm not looking for. I don't want to get married. I'm not like saying fuck marriage or anything like that.
Right.
I feel like that there's still a lot of growth in things that I want to do before I could like commit to somebody again and ruin their lives completely.
Stop.
Well, if I'm being honest, Erica, I want to see them titties a little bit.
See them titties. Let me see them.
A little bit more upfront, like you know,
That was
maybe you can oil them up. You know, show me something. You know, show me something.
I'm talking
you know?
party with Alexa, man.
That's for Erica. I was just saying. That's like. I'm sorry. That's a
But-
direct message.
I'm
That's a direct message. I don't want y'all to even like input on that. Don't
We
input
got
on that. Just I'm sorry. That's the direct. I meant for that to be a direct message.
Justin,
I'm sorry.
Justin, get off of her titties and get to
I didn't say Alexa said it.
Justin speak.
Hey, okay. So look, I would, but if I was gonna get like somebody that's just down for you, man, and respects you as a person, and there's a mutual respect, and
What does that mean?
okay, that means trust. What do you mean? What does it mean? It means
What?
there's trust. You know what I'm saying? There's no like little passive aggressive behaviors and shit like that.
No passive aggressive behavior.
Fuck no, man.
Okay, you want them to just be straight out and tell you what they want.
Not really. I don't want them to talk to me that much either.
Yeah.
That's possible too.
That
I'll
was
just
real.
That's
That was
I
real.
just-
That's
But no, seriously,
fucked up.
like just to be, it's not like everything. Like a lot of times, man, I was scared. Like even though I know I didn't do something, I just felt like sometimes I had to, like oh God, like, and I would lie about dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Not because I was like doing shit or whatever,
With
but
dumb shit.
it
For
wasn't.
no reason.
I didn't want her to like judge me for because I was I fucking. I don't know, man. It'd be something innocent, not even to do with sexual or otherwise. Like it could be something innocent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Give
Like
an example. Let's hear it.
I'm trying to think of something that was like innocent like that, and then like I was like lie about it or whatever because I was like her reaction or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And but like if I did something with the kid, like the kid we were supposed to not. I don't know, man.
What?
I just can't be thinking. Look, I figured this shit out. All right, like I was no perfect husband. I did some fucking shit. I'll make excuses or whatever, man.
PTSD.
But I mean, I don't know what the hell. Combat stress, really. Shit, that shit was worse. Like when I was in the army, they're like, "We talk about stuff that happened more." I was like, "No, I'm gonna talk about my goddamn marriage, my goddamn man." But, that shit fucked me up more. Like, just be scared. Okay. God dang, I'm really trying to think of something, man. But I really just can't.
Did you cheat?
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did. I had cheated. Yes. And I'm aware of that. And I'm not making excuses for why I cheat. I'm aware of all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Did you cheat with your
We all are
ex-girlfriend?
unique.
No, I don't know, man. Like, it was not really.
Whoa,
At first,
whoa, you don't know.
well, because I really never had an ex. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I
He's
cheated.
not
Like,
bring the real for real.
This is exactly why I'm gonna log the fuck off.
anyways.
I'm gonna log off. I'm
Yeah,
gonna log
yeah,
off.
yeah,
You
divorce
know
ain't-
why?
we talk about
Because
this shit.
I got a lot of opinions
I'm
about
good.
that
You
shit.
don't know though.
What do you mean, like specifically?
I got
Yes,
a lot of
it
opinions.
wasn't with the ex because I was like in love with her or anything. It was just like I was.
You know, he didn't say bring to.
It was more like an attention thing. Okay, like I was downgraded and demasculated a lot of times and shit with my.
Yeah.
You know, that's how she was
She
raised.
made you feel good, huh?
Oh, no, I just wanted some attention and like acknowledgement, not like.
me feel good. She made me feel so good.
No, I didn't say all that shit. I was just like,
Alexa might be triggered.
I didn't
Alexa
say-
just got triggered.
I didn't say all remedial and shit.
Alexa, stop.
Hold on.
Yeah, Alexa.
You know what?
I wanted to
you
fuck
niggas.
too, but a lot of
Because guess
times,
what? Them bitches ain't gonna do nothing the next motherfucking day.
they listen.
That's what you gotta remember. That's what you got to remember.
He
You're
did
right,
say
you're right.
something.
There's
There's a lot of.
Hold
I was young. I was
Hold
really
on.
young
He
too,
said
man.
something really. He said something really important.
Mhm.
They listen.
Yeah, like they put me, like, and I don't want to see.
Okay, so Erica, you about to take up a room?
No, she's not
Are
taking
you,
a.
Erica, are you about to take up a room
I
right
had
now?
a good one. Look,
Whoa,
I'm not.
let him
I
finish
had
your
a.
point. Let's finish your point.
I had.
Erica, go ahead and make
I
your
had a
point.
good wife. I did. She was good, and she's a
Okay,
great
so are
mom.
we still meeting for lunch tomorrow or not, Erica?
Let Justin finish his point. Go ahead. Finish
All right,
your point.
finish your point.
We'll get to you next, Alexa.
See, you don't even. That's what I'm talking about here. That's why I won't get married again.
No. And that's why I'm not going to marry again either.
I'm not
Because
marrying
know
you.
what? Fuck you niggas. I can make $1 billion by my motherfucking self. You know what I'm
Congratulations,
saying?
you're now the N-word.
Okay.
They
Fuck
got
you.
triggered. They
And-
got
But
triggered.
yes,
Obviously.
there's-
There's some
one at a time.
It
One at a
actually
time.
has nothing. It
One
has
at a
nothing to
time.
do with race. It has nothing to do with race.
I am 100% know all my faults in my marriage.
When I say fuck you niggas, let me explain something to you. It's you white niggas. It's you black niggas.
Yep.
It's you Latin niggas.
Asians,
It's you
Alaskans,
Asian niggas. When I say fuck you niggas,
Cambodians.
I want you to know that you're all in one fucking bubble.
Yes, we get it. We know you
So
hate
when I
all
say
the men.
fuck you, I mean fuck you.
Yeah, I
As a
feel
matter
you.
of fact, y'all can all stand in the same line and hold hands together.
Mhm.
Because I promise you,
Kumbaya.
I mean the same motherfucking thing. Fuck you.
Cool.
And that's it.
All right,
Cool.
All right.
Justin.
Next thing.
Okay, Justin. Your key things you want when you're vetting for a wife.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess one of them is listening.
Yes.
She listens. That she listens.
No.
and
But
lets
yeah,
him talk.
yeah. Like,
All right,
We've been off camera though, right? Please tell me we're not live. Please tell me we're not live.
We are live.
No, you're not.
We've been live.
yeah, we done. Motherfuckers know who you are now, Alexa.
We're live?
Let Justin finish.
One person at a time. One person
I
at a
thought
time.
this was after the show.
We can't hear everybody at one time. One person at a time. Let Justin speak.
Okay, I would want somebody in a marriage now if I was ready to get into a marriage. Somebody that put the same effort in to me as I did with them.
Mm-hmm.
Be there, you know what I'm saying? Listen
Right.
and be supportive no matter what, you know what I'm saying? And equals. Like, and everything is, it's not like we be a fucking team, man.
All
So
right.
it's not like I get home and do the dishes, or you get home and cook dinner, or you get home. We fucking fold the laundry together and talk about shit. We do this, that, or the other together. You know what I'm saying?
love
Like it's a
it.
team. We're not dividing shit up like that, and we just have each other's back on everything and support each other. And don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can put. People are gonna get mad.
So what you saying? You want a polygamy? You want a polygamy like
What, like
relationship?
multiple bitches? You talking about like multiple bitches? Isn't that poly?
Polyamory?
Well,
Or
what you saying right
Or
now
polygamy?
sounds like a polygamy relationship.
Oh.
Do you want that or not?
Polyamory.
Because
It could
I
be
promise
monogamous.
Polygamy?
you got a billion bitches ready to do that shit.
Nah, I want to connect with somebody. There's a billion dudes ready to do dumb shit too. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I got
You got a billion bitches ready to do that shit. So that's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Well,
Do you
it's
want
got
to
to be
do
one
it or
that
not?
just, you know, I don't know. And then what you got to feel secure with too. There's a bunch of different aspects that go into it. I can't even be in a relationship because I have a disease. It's called oppositional defiance disorder, and I don't like to.
What?
Yeah,
What
it's
is
a
that?
thing, man. It's where you
What
don't
is
like.
it?
Wait, what's it called? What's it called?
Opposition,
What is it?
oppositional defiance disorder.
No,
That's
no,
a
no.
thing?
Fuck what it's called. What actually does it do?
You
That's
don't like
all.
to.
That's all
Yeah.
everybody cares about.
People
What does it
you
fucking
don't like
do?
to listen. You don't like to listen to shit, and you don't like people in position of authority try to tell you what to
That
do
is
and
one
shit.
of the things that he wants. He wants someone to listen, but
Okay.
we don't want to listen.
But you don't listen.
Because I got a
So
defiance
how is
disorder,
it
man. I just told
that
you.
you want? How is
No,
it
no,
that
no.
you
But
want
I'm
someone
saying,
to listen to
but
you?
guess what? Guess what? I can hook you up with girls who will listen.
No, I'm straight. I
Listen
can
to
get.
me.
Eric,
Listen to
Erica,
me.
what were you saying?
Because trust me, I am very like, I'm very cut and dry. I'm very
What's up
cut
with
and dry.
Annie? What's up with Annie? She coming from a rich family and shit. That's if you don't hook me up with anybody, hook me up with some motherfucker who got some money.
No, trust me.
I'll
I
act
can
right.
get
I'll
with
act right.
whoever I want, but I
I'll
just
act
want I want you to know.
Swear to God, I'll
Let
act
me
right.
know what the fuck is going on with your life, and that's it.
I'm with somebody now, and we compliment each other well and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. And
Well, you can't say too many bad things right now because you're on the podcast.
yeah, that's why I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to sit there and say a bunch of dumb like
I
poetic.
can't believe we're still on podcast. I thought
Yeah,
he-
man. I'll put
That's
my
what
yeah.
I'm
transparent.
Come on,
regardless.
Red. You know you can't do this. Come on,
But
Red.
anyways,
we talking about personal shit.
mutual respect is somebody you're
Come
comfortable
on,
with,
come
man.
on, please do it.
I'm
Turn
okay
it
with
back.
it. Why
Turn
not?
it back.
I
Turn
mean,
it back. Like turn it way back
gosh.
to where when we start talking about personal shit, that's where you need to cut it off. Don't
No,
let that be
okay.
on like
All right,
internet.
We didn't sign no waivers. Too late now.
Alexa,
I don't know.
My grandma's watching. Hey, grandma, how you doing?
No, you gotta
I
cut
don't
that
know.
back, Red. Come
Who's
on,
watching?
you know what? He's a good person. Red's a good person. He gonna cut it back. He gonna cut it back.
Alexa,
Cut it back.
The show
Let's
be
just
dead.
be real.
Alexa,
Can
I'm
you
gonna
be
let you
real?
go next. Alexa, I'm gonna let you go next. You tell us in as short a time as you can, what are you looking for
Oh my God.
in a husband? In a
Oh,
Are
short,
you seriously still
because
on mine right
you
now?
can take 2
Yo.
hours in telling us
Are you seriously?
in as
Oh
short as
my
time.
God.
Give us the
All
most
right.
important parts.
Okay, go ahead. Do it then.
I could put a clock up here. You want me to put the clock up here?
No, I can't believe you're doing this right now. I actually can't.
Why?
That
I
was
just because I know you got a list
subject.
as long as the Grand Canyon is wide. So just give us the most important stuff.
Actually, it's not that. You know what? I'm about to blow your mind because it's not that long.
No? Okay.
That's cool.
Let's hear it.
Let's do it.
Challenge. I'm going to put a clock up here. Here you
All
go. Let's go.
All right.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, go.
You said it's not that long?
Is it going?
Yeah, it's going.
I just see myself right now.
Nah, it's in the background. You can't hear it?
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna
Let's
say.
start it over.
If
Just go ahead.
you
Go ahead.
want to be a prospect in my life, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Mhm.
I am a homemaker. Yes. I love doing things for my family. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Mhm.
Maybe that's my guilty pleasure. I love washing their clothes, I love ironing the clothes.
Now, what you looking
I
for in
love
a
spending
husband, though?
everything else. I thought I was talking.
Yeah, in a husband. Not yourself, a husband. What do you want in a husband?
Let me consider.
You gave her
you
the
know.
mic.
All right.
You gave her the mic.
Okay. So, anyways, let me just say this. I love being a homemaker, but let me keep it real. I'm a motherfucking boss bitch too. So if you can't deal with that, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Because let me tell you what happens. Once you come up with a business idea, you have to fucking network. You gotta go this, that, whatever. You have to go out there. There's no way you can make it without that. And so that's all I'm saying.
But I want to know what
you can have the best business idea, but if you're not out there willing to network, then it's nothing. It's nothing.
Fellas,
You can have a billion good business ideas, but if the man you're with is not actually behind you, it's not gonna happen.
So, fellas, she's just basically saying that if she continued to put you in her life, whether she has an idea about some business, you're going to be behind her, and let's make it put it into fruition.
Get that
and vice
money.
versa. You have to come from A to Z and put it into life, put it to work. Do it. Don't be talking on. There's motherfuckers talk a lot of. They talk a lot of ish.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, and I'm not gonna put no names out there. I'm not no hop bitch. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not that. I mean, honestly, sometimes I wish I was. I wish I was the type of chick that
can't
can
change
just
yourself.
hop to. But you know what? I end up in long term relationship. But I'm gonna tell you this: I've been in 3 long-term relationships in my whole life. All them motherfuckers are millionaires. Guess what? Next time, I'm the millionaire. I'm not going to just support you. I'm not
Focus
just
on
going
yourself.
to help you. No. Listen to me. I'm not going to just support you and do everything for you and do this and do that and do that. No, I'm done with that. I've done that 3 times. They're all fucking millionaires.
Okay, and you was a contributor to that, right?
Obviously.
Yeah. So.
So my thing is this. Now I'm at the point where I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing it. Like
let's let Chris get his word in. All right, let's let Chris get his word in. Chris, you being the only one who has a ring on his ring finger. Wait, let me see. Let's see it. You got it on? Let's see it.
Okay.
Always, please tell me you got
That's
it on.
That's what's up.
Get you in trouble, Chris.
I'm not tripping on nothing. All I'm saying is this: when I go in my next business venture, I'm just going as myself. That's it.
You should.
That's it. I'm going as me and myself. I'm just like I got to do some shit for my son, and that's it.
So
all these motherfuckers are millionaires. I'm thinking to myself like, damn, these motherfuckers are millionaires, and I'm sitting up here, like literally trying to get the money for a new house.
All right.
That's not happening.
It's all gonna work.
All right, let's let Chris go. Chris go on this one. A lesson to make you a millionaire. Let's remember that. Chris,
I'm gonna answer your first question, bro.
Okay, but the main question: what are you?
Right, you see this right here, bro?
Okay, you've been working out. You took it off.
Yeah. So no, my shit. Literally, I have grown past my ring finger, so I had to take it off. Well, it was cutting into my hand. Okay. So
not because of anything else, because he's married. He wouldn't do it online if that was the case. He is married.
So, but that's the real. All right.
Okay. So I wasn't trying to get you in trouble on nothing, Chris. It's to let you know. I know you're the only married person up here. That's the only reason I said it. So not to get you in trouble or nothing. So I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
No. And I don't want to talk no shit because honestly, I love marriage. I just like cherish it if it's real. Cherish it if it's real. Cherish it if it's real. If it's real, like I swear to God, like I'll be your motherfucking best friend, sister. I'll be right there by you. Like everything that go down. If you want to
So
do this event, you want to do that event, like I'm your little sister, straight up.
so
If it's
and
real,
Alexa, this
yeah.
is
All right, let Chris go.
look,
Let Chris go.
check this out though. I'm gonna
Go
mention
ahead.
some things to yourself and Erica and all the women who are gonna watch this podcast
Okay.
that are going to. It may challenge you, but it shouldn't be a challenge because if you love and you trust your man, he's not gonna do nothing to fuck your shit up, regardless, or your relationship, or
What
your
are you
trust.
talking about a man?
So no, what? Listen to me.
What
So
man are you
first,
talking about? What man
I
are you
said
talking about?
marriage. I said marriage.
No. Listen, I am I'm open right now.
Okay.
I'm
Let
moving
me.
to Brazil. I don't know if you know that or
Right. So
not.
that's cool.
Okay, so
That's
I'm moving to
beautiful.
Brazil, and I don't know
Oh,
if I'm gonna be with a male or a female.
okay.
So that's
I
where
get
I'm
it.
at. So
So
let's just keep it real.
so what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that Erica mentioned something that was very important for all of us to
Okay.
really address and look at. Right? She talked about traumas.
Mm.
In order for me to really get into a woman or really consider her to be serious and marriage material, I need to know what she's dealing with. I need to know if I can support that. I need to know if I have the ability to be able to compliment her and make her feel as great and whole as possible, and vice versa. That's what
Right.
that was very important to me.
Well,
Because
you would never be able to do that if you can't just actually just like talk.
okay,
You gotta
so
talk. You gotta talk about the ugly shit.
yeah, I know that. So I'm getting
Go
to
ahead.
all that shit. Trust me. So
You gotta talk about the
um,
ugly shit. You gotta talk about the uncles that touched you. You gotta talk about the time where you thought your brother was gonna have your back
for sure.
and didn't.
All right. Let
You gotta talk about the ugly shit. If you don't talk about the ugly shit, trust me, it's not gonna happen.
That's true. Let Chris
And
finish. Let Chris finish his
and
point.
so we say, and when I say I would like to be and be with a woman who has my back, like she has to have my back. She has to be about me. I want to be about her in the same capacity. Somebody who's consistent. You know, not a flaky ass chick, just all over the fucking place. Like I want to have some consistency in my life as far as behaviors, as far as certain things that she do, who her friends are, who it is, who we know, who we don't know, who we introduced to, things of that nature. She has to be devoted to the relationship. Like people have this idealism of being married, but don't know what being married is. So you
Right.
may have to
When you've been there and done that,
you may have to do it
you
one or
know,
two times to get it.
the hype is way above.
Ooh, that shit is like
The hype is way above. And
yeah.
that's why I try to tell people, like, to be honest, I didn't want to fucking get I mean, listen, let me keep it 1,000%. Let me keep it 1,000. I didn't even want to get married. The only reason I got married is because I was with this motherfucking nigga for 2 years, and I got pregnant, and they wanted to make a big thing of it. They wanted to make a big thing of it. So I was like, okay, let's have a marriage. Next thing you know, his mama, the aunties, uncles, they coming from Germany, literally coming from Germany, trying to take over my wedding. Trying to take over my motherfucking wedding. So I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm finna call shit. And that's what I did. You know, it's supposed to be like 12 bitches walking. It's supposed to be 12 bitches walking down a wedding and all this shit, you know. But I'm not no big wedding person. I'm like, you know, I worked on cruise ships my whole life. that shit don't thrill me.
Mhm.
I done seen some big shit, you know? So that shit don't thrill me.
Okay.
So
Stay on topic. Stay on topic. We're getting off
So,
topic.
so
what we're gonna do-
that's what happened to me. So basically what I told him, I was just like, you know, they coming. And you got all these fucking Germany motherfuckers.
I mean, but neither one of y'all was ready.
And they don't even speak English. Half of them don't even speak English.
Alexa, we're getting off
So,
topic.
so they came there trying to have a big wedding.
Alexa, we're getting off
They
topic.
came there
Alexa?
trying to have a big wedding, and honestly, I
Alexa,
feel
we
like, why you put my son in this shit? You know?
like we gonna have a
So I
conversation about
just-
this shit.
Yeah, we
I
talk
did
about
it.
we
We're gonna
can
have a
talk
conversation
about
about
that.
this shit.
Let Chris
So-
finish his
And
point.
even my thing is, you know, we talk about this thing called trust, right?
Mhm.
But somehow I'm an
I'm
empath.
sorry.
I have
Talking
this.
about Germany, everything, man. Look,
I have this
God
kinetic
bless
nature.
Germany.
I have this kinetic nature with
Oh,
the
shit.
universe.
God
And-
bless Germany.
I feel like when I say total transparency, we talking about trust. I was like, even if my wife or whoever cheated on me, one of the things I was protecting herself. If she cheated, if she protected herself, I might can rock with her.
You think she cheated?
But
Do you think she cheated? Yes
no.
or no?
No.
That's
I'm
it.
just
No.
saying that-
No. I'm asking you. No.
I said-
I'm asking Chris.
I said no, but
Chris,
Let
Chris,
him
I'm
finish
asking
his
you a yes or
point.
no question.
Alexa, you
you
gotta let him
cheated or
finish his
no?
point. You're not letting him
I'm
finish
just
his
saying
point.
I'm saying on
Let
a
him
real
finish.
basis. I'm saying if something happened,
You don't want to
Because
say
we're-
it though.
because we're human beings, all right?
I obviously, but I'm saying, do you think she did?
I don't.
Okay.
But
This is a hypothetical, right?
Right, hypothetical, but on the realness, right?
Say it though.
I said
It's
on the
hypothetical.
realness, hypothetical on the realness. I said if you did, you would need to protect yourself. If she didn't protect herself while she was committing the act, or she gave up my mouth or her mouth, I couldn't fuck with her.
I think my man
So-
cheated all the time. And let me tell you something.
Oh wow.
If you
Oh,
can just
let him finish
admit
his point.
if you can just admit to me and just apologize, I will forgive you. But if you get this if you get this
Let Chris
attitude,
finish his point.
if you get this attitude like where you didn't do nothing wrong, I can't forgive that. I can't forgive that.
I get that.
Chris, go finish your point.
But I was just saying that my whole point of the matter is that we're human beings. We're proposed as supposed to be these true and all this shit. But I know that's not the actual case. So I'm not giving her permission to do any fucking thing. I'm just saying that, look, this is my requirements. If you do some shit, we might can fuck it up and work it out. But if not, I'm fucking moving on. I would
Well,
love
first
to
of all,
have
you can't give no damn permission because that's a grown ass fucking woman.
Okay.
And
no,
at the end of the day, she gonna do what she want to do.
Let him finish. Let him
She
finish
gonna
what
do
he's
what she
saying.
want to do.
Alexa,
Let's call a spade a spade. If she want to fuck a
Alexa, let
nigga,
him
she gonna
finish his
fuck a
point.
nigga.
exactly.
Period.
You gotta let him finish his
If I'm
point.
gonna fuck a bitch,
Alright.
I'm gonna fuck a bitch.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
For sure. That's what it is. But I'm just saying that if you talk about relationships, we're both individuals, right?
If she
But we
want to
also
fuck a
come to
nigga,
one-
she gonna fuck a nigga.
But we're also in one place as a whole.
Okay.
Like we got our marriage shit together. We got my individual shit. She got her individual shit. So for her allow me to be me, I allow her to be her, and we come together on our shit. And that's what I really like that as being for the relationship aspect. For those who we got jobs and we got businesses, multiple businesses, things like that.
Just listen to you right now. Y'all need to have a threesome.
Nah. So we continue to.
I'm just saying,
like,
just listen to you right now. I'm telling you right now, y'all need to have a threesome. You do.
Okay.
That's what's gonna heal your relationship.
Alexa,
Okay,
let
so
him finish the
All right.
my
point.
thing is like when we continue, like I feel like if we're in a place that we can continue to support, learn, and grow from each other, for a woman to be considered to be wife material, that's a beautiful thing, in my opinion. And for her to be considered white material, I feel like
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
if she feels like, you know, like if something go wrong, that she sincerely apologizes for and mean it, and vice versa.
Baby, it's gonna go wrong.
So yeah,
it's gonna go wrong. I promise you. I promise you, it's gonna go wrong.
And so we talk about transparency and communicate and being able to, you know, talk about everything without having any regrets. Because the problem I found out from previous 2 marriages was like, when somebody feel like they can't talk to you, that's when the secrets start. That's when the bullshit starts. So you have to be in a place, in a position that you're going to be in a marriage or committed relationship, that the good or the bad, be in a place where you're going to be able to talk about all this shit and not be fucking like terribly irate. I'm not saying that we're not going to have emotions about this shit or whatever like that. But a lot of times for me, what I do is just step out for a minute. I go take a walk and come back so I can communicate better. Because if not, I'll be talking about the shit that we were talking about earlier. Like what Justin was saying.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, you get mad. Yeah.
You know what?
She wouldn't let me leave. I tried to walk away, but she knew, like she would, you know what I'm saying? It was like she wanted to get that kind of result, not making excuses for my behavior again. But I'm just saying, it's almost like she wanted to get that reaction from me, and like she would make it physical, like where I couldn't leave and stuff unless I like, you know what I'm saying? And it just that's how we were younger then and stuff or whatever, and we went through ups and downs or whatever. Just relationship takes work, man. Yeah,
Justin, that shit happens every fucking day, billions of times across this continent, nation, everywhere. It's everywhere. And one thing that people need to understand and learn is that if somebody needs that space, let them go have that fucking space and come back.
But she
if not, you will never have any goddamn closure or be able to communicate what you're saying, because we're emotional, we're in a moment. And
and some people
men and women cannot say that we're not emotional.
Yeah, for sure, man. All human.
And I can tell you straight up, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a loving ass bitch, okay? I ain't gonna lie, I'm a loving ass bitch. I'll make your favorite food, I'll do all that shit. But guess what? If I seen your text messages and I seen that you know, try to hook up with your ex, you're gonna have some hell to pay.
Well, yeah,
you gonna have some hell to pay.
That's
so
legitimate.
That's just me. I'm just keeping it real. Listen, you gonna have some hell to pay. That's period. You gonna have some hell to pay.
That's legitimate.
And look, first of all, I love to cook. I love to do that shit. Don't
this
think
is an advertisement for what's that?
eHarmony.
eHarmony, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, dudes think that I'm doing it for them. No, I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for
this shit.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for you. I do it because I fucking like to do it.
Right.
Okay.
Don't ever get it twisted, nigga. I like to cook because I like to cook. Don't ever fucking get that shit twisted.
And so
if I want to make it if I want to make a luxurious meal, I want to do that shit.
That's good.
All right.
You
Chris,
know? That's what I do.
So,
let Chris finish up real quick.
So I'm gonna finish a couple things real quick. And one of my things is too, together we could be high emotional maintenance, but when we're apart from each other, I want somebody who's low maintenance emotionally. Like, we on business, we doing different shit like that. I don't need for somebody to be interjecting. I'm not gonna come to you, be interjecting in a whole bunch of shit that, like, I'm focused on this shit right now. I don't need the bullshit right now. So
that's spot on, man.
Talking about what I say, huh?
That's spot on.
Right.
When you need her in the clutch when you're doing shit, and vice versa, you don't want. I get exactly what you're saying.
For sure.
I try to do that. But my thing is this:
I don't believe that.
Don't play me stupid.
But
once you start playing me stupid, it's like, man, I lose all senses. I get to the point where, like, I'm like, are you literally trying to play me stupid or not? You
And the
know,
thing is, Alexa, like
I be ready to put hands on a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I be ready to
And
put
shit.
hands on a motherfucker because I'm just like, dude, don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, sometimes we gotta throw hands, but we ain't gonna throw hands because I'm bullshit. We gonna throw hands because I want you to understand. I'm one of the people who I try to educate and teach a lesson. So if you mad at me for some shit, yeah, I'm gonna lock you up. You ain't gonna touch me. I ain't gonna touch you. We gonna be touching.
Well, no. First of all, you ain't gonna touch me because I train in UFC. I train in UFC. So first of all, you ain't never gonna touch. You ain't never gonna touch
Y'all
me.
getting away
Shit.
from
Yeah. I train in UFC.
Look,
I'm about
I
to speak
train
on.
too.
I train in UFC.
Boy,
So I'm just saying that. Look,
Chris,
hey,
Chris, go ahead
Red.
and finish up your point, and
Okay,
we'll
so
move on.
I'm gonna do that. So, Red, what I'm trying to say for people like Alexa,
I'll fuck you up. That's what I'm saying. Don't play with my heart. Don't play with my heart. Guess what? If you play with my heart, I'm gonna fuck you up. And that's it. And that's it.
All right,
And that's
all right,
it.
look.
That's
Look,
it.
We're gonna talk later because that's not the case. What I'm saying, but I got you.
Don't play with my heart. Because
so my thing
I have
is,
no problem. I have no problem with fucking you up.
All right, Chris.
So my thing is, all right. So let me get this.
Interrupt.
So what? So one of my things is one of my requirements too is that she's established in her. It don't matter if she got kids, she got whatever. She's established. Like she got her own business, or she's working. She's doing whatever she's doing. She's established.
No, I'm broke as a motherfucker.
So she don't really need me. But you know what? What's beautiful about this is that she desires my companionship, but she don't need me on no other level. And we can come together and maybe put some things together, and we can move forward on some other things like that. But she has her own friends. I have my friends. We have mutual friends. We got business friends. We got certain things that we can do and move through in this whole aspect. But she can't have no friends. She can't have a focus like I'm her only situation going on. But that's bullshit. That's not gonna work.
That's
because
what
I'm a dude. Because I'm a
that's
dude.
What they want. That's
because
what
I'm a dude. I work 9 to 5. I work 8:30 to 5. I got other business. I got things I'm tending to. I don't need the extra bullshit. So I'm just saying that she has to have her own and this and that and the third. But when we get together, that's what we do.
They want a Betty Crocker.
So, and my other thing is too.
So you need a Betty Crocker. You need a Betty Crocker.
No, he
I
said
don't even know what that is. I don't give a fuck what that is. But
you need a Betty Crocker. You need a girl that's gonna just stay there and cook the food and stay home and wash the clothes.
Let him finish his
clothes and iron all clothes.
So the female
and ignore all her fucking PhDs.
And as far as being like, I have female friends that I've had in my life since Philadelphia before I moved here. I had female friends when I've been here. I'm gonna be respectful, and everybody's gonna be introduced to each other, and that's what it's gonna be. But you're not gonna take me away from my family, who's been family to me before you fucking even got here.
Yep.
You understand me? That's never gonna change, male or female. So she has to be smart, freaky, and balanced. Aggressive sexually, but take control. And we in the bedroom together. We're gonna do certain shit together and flip roles and whatever we got to do. That's what we're gonna do. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I got some requirements. I'd rather for her to be spiritual than religious. Because religion has fucked a lot of shit up. It's fucked me up. So I'd rather for her to be spiritual than religious. I want somebody who's witty, can joke, talk shit on a good day anyway with any and everybody, and we just have fun with it.
Faux show.
Okay, so after all that, how's your divorce going?
I ain't got that going on right now.
Good. He's the only one
You got
good out of
divorced.
all 5 of us. He's the
But
only
even
one.
with
That was
family
a
and
lot,
friend
but he's moved on
compatibility,
from that, Alexa. We've all
I mean,
grown.
obviously, you got to have a divorce going on.
no. But
No, it's
family and
over.
friend compatibility is a great thing that I think that we all need to have.
He's the good one. I'm not pointing to it.
So family and friend compatibility, and financially, we have to be in agreement as far as how we spending and what we doing and how we gonna build and grow together. I think that's very important for her to be marriage material.
I mean, that sounds good, but at the end of the day, like, you need to be completely away from your situation.
What?
For somebody to talk
and I feel like
now, let me tell you right now. If I met you in a club, like just for instance, if I met you in a club, if I met you in a club tonight and you told me everything you just told me, let me tell you, you know what I was thinking? This is somebody who's gonna take me on a couple of nice dates. Hell,
Man, he's married.
get some shrimps and lobsters.
He's married.
Maybe take me to get some outfits, this, that. But at the end of the day, you gonna think it over and you're gonna go back to your wife.
Nah, but no, listen, there's always a plan. There's always a plan for everything that motherfuckers do.
Nah, but boo, you gotta keep it real. Like, I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that.
That's not his journey. That's his journey.
But what you know, what I feel like too is like sometimes I feel like our most important family and friends together, like not that they need to influence us as a whole, but we also have to be compatible at some point in place to make all this shit work, because we need a community of like minds, like things that make shit work. Not all the time, saying 100% all the time, but that's just what I'm just saying. Conversations respectful. I'm a spontaneous type of motherfucker, so I'm just saying, like, I'm really somebody who's like equally spontaneous and just do shit and just whatever. But those was my shit that I was saying. That was my core points of.
All I'm saying, look, sweetheart. I'm not trying to judge you on no means. All I'm saying, I've been through the same things. I've been through the same thing. All I'm saying is, I was in a situation where I was so-called legally married. I was legally married, okay, for 2 years, even though I didn't even see this nigga.
What?
I mean, we were in two different states. We were in two different states.
You are talking about your guy.
Okay, we're in two different states. So all I'm saying is this: we're in two different states. I didn't even see this nigga at all.
Okay.
And
what's the problem?
All I'm saying is people are coming
the wrong guy. That's it.
The thing is, what is it? Are you legally divorced or not? Because let me tell you something. These girls out here, they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear it. Are you legally divorced or not? Are you divorced or not? We need papers, baby. We need papers. Are you legally divorced or not?
I never said I was.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Because guess what? A lot of girls are going to see this, and they're going to look at you, and they're going to think about you, and they're going to listen to everything you got to say, and it's going to sound real good.
He ain't got to worry about no girls. He worried about himself.
Okay, so this is all I'm saying. This shit has to be legal. Make it legal.
But
make it legal.
There's nothing I'm doing or what I've done to say is legal. It's just that what I required for.
No, you can't require nothing, baby.
All right.
You can't require nothing.
This is the
you
show.
Can't require nothing.
Alexa, you gotta stop. I haven't.
You can't require nothing. You have to be legally divorced.
I haven't got a chance to. Alexa.
I wasn't saying. I'm not putting myself.
Alexa.
All I said was.
Gotta look.
Listen, I've been there, done that, baby. I've been there, done that.
Your experience.
I've been there, done that. I have been locked in a legal trial where I wasn't legally divorced.
Alexa.
And let me tell you, it made a bad impression on me. Even though I hadn't seen this dude. I hadn't seen this dude in like a year and a half, but I'm legally married.
All right.
And so, that's all I'm trying to tell him.
I gotta go now. I haven't got a chance to speak yet.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm
Y'all been
sorry.
going for a minute now. Okay. As far as requirements or things I would use to vet somebody, this is going to speak probably to everybody up here, including myself. So I'm putting myself into that. Your past. You've got to be able to you got to let go of what has bothered you in the past. Because if you are letting something that bothered you in the past and you are bringing it with you in a new relationship, it will never work. If you have jealousy issues that you have not let go, it's going to follow you in the new relationship. And you're bringing it to somebody who has not done anything to you. It's going to mess up the marriage. It's going to mess up the relationship.
Facts. Big
Yeah.
facts.
Anything that you have brought to your past, and maybe you have to go to counseling.
And that's why I'm gonna be jealous. But listen, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life because I'm jealous.
That's an issue.
No, you're
I'm
not.
jealous.
If that's the case, then that's an issue. But I'm saying if you want to get married, you're going to have to let some of that shit go.
I'm fucking
Go, 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 go,
jealous.
go, go,
If
go, go,
you
go,
don't
go,
go
go,
to
go, go,
therapy for it, if you don't take time from one relationship to the next, if you're still holding on to any of that shit, you are going to fail in the next relationship. And you cannot blame it on the next man if you're bringing
That part.
baggage to the next one. That is
Or
probably
a woman.
the biggest
Let me tell you
thing.
Or a
something.
woman.
That is the
If
biggest
that bitch
thing.
even likes his picture, if that bitch even likes his picture, I'm gonna research her whole life. I'm gonna research her whole
That's going too far. If you have to do all
life.
that
But
to
it's
be with
not
somebody,
necessary
then that person is not for you.
because
No,
trust me,
You need
I'm
to
just
take
saying.
time to
Alexa,
heal
one thing
yourself
that's
before
racial
you
free.
get in a relationship.
I'm keeping real
Hold on.
because you know what?
being-
I'm weird. And I guess what? If she even likes your motherfucking picture, I'm gonna research her whole fucking life.
that doesn't even matter right now. Because if you are
It doesn't
getting mad with
matter
somebody
because
liking a
I'm fucking
picture,
with you.
then you have an issue that you need to fix.
Yeah.
You cannot blame the man for that.
I can't blame him.
This is
But you know
But
what
you
the
should
weird
not
thing
be
is?
getting in a relationship then, if that is an issue.
But you know what the weird thing is? I tell them from day one. I tell everybody I talk to from day one. I said, I have trust issues. I have mental issues.
But you shouldn't be getting in a relationship.
But why are you still trying to talk to me?
No, you
But
got
the
the
thing
power
is-
not to be
but
in
the
a
thing is,
relationship.
everybody's not out
You
is
sounding like
your-
Neo right now.
I tell everybody the truth. Why are you still trying to talk to me then?
You
The
don't
thing
have
is,
to
the
be with
the
him.
whole point of the matter is, if somebody is not in that space and they can help you, they grow and they loving you. Why are you fighting it? Why are you fighting them? And they
No,
trying
just
to.
don't be in
I
a
don't understand.
relationship. If you
Yeah.
have issues from a previous relationship, which is what we call baggage, you should not be in that current relationship.
No. Actually, I don't even want to be in a fucking relationship.
That's
You don't have to
But
do
that.
no,
Just
I
say
actually
it.
don't. I don't.
Okay.
I like my own company. I like my own shit.
That ain't got nothing to do with relationship. You getting
No.
off subject right now. No.
Honestly,
getting off
I like my own
subject.
shit. I don't have to be in a relationship. I actually
don't.
like my own company.
So
I
that's
really
good.
do.
But that has nothing
I
to do with
actually
what
do
we're talking about.
So no, but my thing is
You're
this.
getting off a subject now.
You always meet a dude that wants to have a family setting, and that's what happens. And so you want somebody who wants a family setting, and I'm like, seriously, because
You didn't tell them that's not me.
and I tell them straight up, I'm fucked up. You don't even want to fuck with me, and guess what?
Let me finish my
I tell them all the time. I tell them all the time. I was like, look, you don't even want to fuck with me, but guess what? You still want to fuck with me. So what's the problem?
You still got the choice, the autonomy to say no. I can't be in a relationship right now. I'm fucked
I
up.
say that all the time.
That don't matter. Just don't do it.
Listen. Do you want me to screenshot you, Red? I mean,
Screenshot me
damn.
all day. Just don't be in a relationship. Say
No,
no.
But you know what I'm not
I
saying?
feel
A lot of times the problem
You
is
like they did in the
motherfuckers like
80s when they
challenges,
said
Lester.
dare, say no to drugs. Just say no to relationships.
Motherfuckers
You
like
don't have
challenges.
to do it.
And
You're
they're
not
gonna try to
ready.
conquer that challenge. But there's other people who are sincere about the whole situation as well. But I think sometimes we be in a like, you know what got me from where you are when I was younger? I really started to trust the universe and my intuition and certain things. We all have gifts, and you have an amazing gift. That gift is going to protect you most, but you allow the gift to protect you. You understand me?
But
Erica has a gift. Erica allows her gift to protect her.
Mm. Well, I need to hook up with Erica because honestly, these
you
niggas really.
you showed a lot of red flags
These
tonight, Alexa. I don't know if
niggas
Erica's
really.
gonna talk.
Let me tell you something.
You
You
just
know
need to
what
stop being in
happened to me?
relationships. That's not a gift. That's a choice everyone has. Don't do it.
These
It's like everybody
niggas.
got a choice not to
No.
smoke
Let me tell you
crack.
what happened.
Don't
Let me tell you what happened with me. I get focused. I study. I do my shit. I do my thing.
But
And guess what happened?
good dick distracts.
Somebody come along. Let me say my shit. Damn.
Yeah,
Can I say my
You
shit?
said your shit all night. I haven't got to say my shit yet.
Let me can I say
I've
my
said
shit?
my point one time. I haven't got.
Can I say my shit, please?
You
Damn.
said your shit all night.
Nah, I didn't really say it for real though.
When?
I'm saying it to y'all. Y'all my
damn. No.
y'all my brothers in
She
media.
said tonight was a real therapy session. Damn
No,
it.
this is the real therapy. So I'm
Y'all
just
got mad
saying.
about that.
Can I say my real shit?
Going in the
Okay.
overtime at this
So
point.
my real shit is this.
Overtime.
I always end up with somebody who is fucking healing. And guess what?
Did I say that?
Too. I'm healing too.
You did.
And guess what happens?
You put
And
out.
guess what
You will
happens?
attract what you put out.
We try to
Thank
heal
you,
together, and guess what happened? We fuck each other up, and that's where.
But that's what
I keep
you don't
doing
have.
it.
Just
It's
focus
a
on
choice.
your own
You are
healing.
responsible
It's a
for
choice.
your
You
own
don't have to fuck
actions.
each other
I
up.
know.
You
I'm
can't
not
blame
saying I'm not
nobody else, Steph.
responsible.
And
I'm
so
not
stop
saying I'm
putting
not
yourself in those situations, and then you gotta let all that shit go. You gotta
Thank
let
you,
it
Eric.
go. Let it go,
Mhm.
girl. Like let it go.
For sure.
You know why?
Because I can't do it.
Let me just be super, super, super real since we are in this moment and everybody learn from this. Dude, like, and I'm gonna say this, and I know it's gonna sound like really fucked up. You ain't special. Like everybody, there is a million other people that got the same story. I have had every story that everybody has set up here. I have had that experience. That's why I wrote about it in a book called 31 Flavors of Love, coming out March 22nd. Because we are all the same. You are another me. You are another me. You are another me. What we get caught up on is what you're not doing and what you're not doing, what you're not doing. Fuck what somebody else is not doing. All I care about is what I'm doing. Am I bringing my best to the table? If I'm bringing my best to the table, it don't matter what the fuck happens. I'm going to come away happy. I'm going to come away great because I brought my best. So I'm going to leave with my best.
But guess
even
what?
If it don't happen.
But guess what
anymore.
happens that when you know what?
No,
you know what happens when you're Alexa
you
Page?
are carrying baggage.
You're selfish.
You're carrying tons of
You're
baggage.
selfish.
No,
Erica,
that's called
I'm with you
self-love.
I'm with you
That's called
1,000%.
self-love.
You're
And the
selfish.
reason why that is,
That's
Erica,
called
You're not
is
doing
because
this. You're not
I'm
doing
with you
that.
1,000%,
You know?
Erica, is because this past, what's this, 2022? 2021. June. Yeah. So June 2021, I had to learn to choose myself, even in my own marriage. Reason being is because there was things that was happening, and I was like, oh my God, like we done talked about this like maybe 50 million times.
I'm sorry, I'm about to cry. Like I'm fucking.
But
take your moment.
Y'all good.
Take your moment, baby.
No, I'm going to bed.
But if we don't gain control of ourselves and our direction, the marriage is still alive, but I'm going to take over my accountability for how I'm participating and allowing certain things to go. So now I eliminated certain things, and I'm just doing me because
That's all you can do.
that's all you can
Right.
do.
That's all you can do. Because at
That's
the
all
end
you
of
can
the
do.
day, you cannot make someone else do anything. You can't. And
Right.
so however they move is however they move. And you do have to take that step back sometimes because like you was talking about, you know, having a woman do this or
Y'all,
having a
good
woman
night.
that
I'm
we
going to
all
bed. I'm
want.
sorry. I don't feel
Love
good.
you, boo. Love you, boo.
I don't feel good. I'm going to bed.
I want to talk to you in the
I'll be
morning.
fine.
All right. Talk later.
Please call me because
I am. I'm gonna call you in
I
the
hate my
morning.
fucking like.
You need to drink some water. You need to
It's
drink some
okay.
water and lay down.
But it's
Drink some
okay.
water and lay down.
I
We
got
love
3
you, though.
waters waiting for me. But my family's so fucked up. Like, damn.
Everybody's family's fucked up.
I must have
For
been
sure.
Don't
fucking.
put so bad on yourself.
I must have been Hitler in my last life.
Nah, you ain't. Oh hell,
I had
no,
to
you
be.
wasn't that.
I had to be Hitler. Because why the fuck would I end up with this fucking family? I swear to God. I
But
swear to God.
this is a learning experience. You're gonna learn and grow, but you can get stronger because of it. The information you get, what you're learning from today.
Let it go.
This is the.
I don't
This
give
is
a fuck about no information, and honestly,
Yeah.
I don't even give a fuck about no money either. Because I mean, I experienced it, you know. I already
But you know-
experienced it. That shit don't make you happy.
You're right, buddy.
It's like
So-
you know, it gets old. It
That's
gets
the
old like
inside
everything
job.
else.
That's the inside job.
Yeah, money
But
gets
once you
old
got
like
it in
everything
here,
else.
it don't matter what's happening
Yeah.
outside. It don't matter what's happening outside once you
I
got
just
it in
want to
here.
fucking be happy. Like I swear to God, if I'm not happy, like why am I here?
Yeah, look, I've been there, done that.
I had money,
That's
I had family, I had all this shit. Like, if I'm
Alexa,
not happy, then why am I fucking here? That's what I want to know.
you're here for a lot of reasons, but
For a lot of reasons and a
Hey,
bigger purpose.
I want you
We
to.
don't know yet, but we're gonna
I'm
we
just
gonna figure
tired.
this out.
I'm tired. But anyway,
figure
Go,
this
go lay down, baby girl.
Yeah, go lay down. Talk
sure.
about it tomorrow.
all right. Y'all
Yeah.
good night.
Be cool.
Good night.
Love you.
Later, boo.
All
Love
right.
you, mama.
Love you. I love you all.
All
For
right.
sure.
Good night.
Gotta hit that X button.
You know, Red,
What's up?
the transparency that has come out of the show.
Mhm.
It's only, this is beautiful. And this is only a place to learn and grow for certain things.
Right?
Yeah. And if we don't learn and grow from it or have the understanding from it, we'll always fall or be in that dark hole. I'm
Right.
not staying in that hole, bro. I can't. I will
The
never
same.
stay in the hole.
I just want her to learn not from that place. I want her to be of sound mind.
Honestly, that is ground zero for true healing. You got to be at that
Yeah.
place in order to
you
really
have
truly
to.
grow. That's
Life.
when she's talking
life
about the
had
dark
to
night
pick
of
my
the
ass
soul.
up.
Yeah.
She's
It's a
still feeling
period.
that.
It's a time period. It's not one night or one day. It can be months. You know what I'm saying? And it is a very, very real thing. And yeah, it can get where you are questioning every single little thing about your existence, about everybody's existence, and you're striving for that truth. And that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's real. But you got to be honest about it, and you gotta roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody can fix that. You know, but you. But until you start to get to that place where it's like it's me, I'm the one. Not saying like I'm the problem or I'm the reason why everything got messed up, but it's like no, I'm the only one that can fix it.
Accountability.
I'm the only one that ownership, and accountability.
Fucking A,
And
man.
with marriage, I think that is the one thing that I learned. Like I am accountable for me, and if I did it, I did it. It was me. It wasn't nobody else. I take accountability. I take ownership. What can I do to make it better? Not what can I do to make you happy? What can I do to resolve this? How can we have some real conflict resolution? And that is like the main thing of anything, because all that stuff comes and goes. Like I'm a freak. I'm a freak. But there are some days that I am not. And that may, depending on what's happening, that may last a month. are you still going to be able to ride with me if I'm not a freak for a whole month?
I see.
But
You
you know
know?
what, Erica? I'm gonna
Honeymoon
make one
phase.
point, and I'm gonna make one point and let y'all go. You again, this evening you made a lot of great points, but I think for each of us, when we come across realizations, are you ready to deal with the realization?
Right.
And that's the most painful point of hostile therapy. Anything that we have, we dealing with issues of men. It's not just a men issue; it's a woman issue as well. Because
Right. It's a us. It's a us
it's a us.
issue.
It's a us. It's a we. And if we can't deal with the fact that I hate, I do this, I do that, and we can't go to that core issue and deal with that and fix that, we're gonna continue to put shit on other people. We're gonna continue this vicious cycle that's going on out in this world,
Mhm.
and it is painful. It's a painful place, and even being
It is.
being married, each of us have had some painful experiences dealing with one another. There's some things that I thought that we had squashed, but it ain't been squashed because sometimes we still carry shit that we still carry. There's some things that we don't know about each other or not explaining to put out there, and you wonder why somebody's behavior is this or that and the third, or why they keep doing this and that. And that's why I mentioned tonight one of my most primary characteristics is transparency and just being open. I'm not going to tell you because what you tell me is awful. Yeah, it might be, but I'm not here to destroy you or put you deeper in a hole where you at. I want to know where I can uplift you and keep holding you and keep pushing you forward, push you up. But that's not just as individuals. I think that we think because we're a couple, right? Part of the couple is being a couple, but that's your journey. You have to fuck with that work. If you don't do the work to get better, how can I help you? Because the hand that I hold down to you, right? I hold down to you, that's going to slip. It's going to fall because you become too heavy. And I'm not going to keep supporting that. But you destroying destroying the relationship. That's not fair on nobody's behalf and nobody's place. So if somebody's willing to be there to help you and support you, please put yourself in a place to support and help. But if that person gets too heavy, let them know, look, either you're going to come up or
I gotta let you go.
Yeah.
I gotta let you go. Like I
For sure.
recently had that situation just because it was just like all this, like they were projecting everything that was going on in their past and everything about their past relationship. They were projecting onto me and then reacting like they did in that. And I was like, man, I wasn't there. I didn't do that.
Yeah, it's doom in the relationship from the start, man.
And I stayed in as long as I could, but then it got to a point I'm like, man, do you really even want this, yo? Do you really want this? Because right now, dude, like, I'm tired of hearing about your ex-girlfriend. Like, I don't want to hear about her. Like, I don't want to hear about her no more. I just want to live and be happy. And whatever y'all had, either
what
fix
about
it.
us?
Right, exactly. Like fix that. Or just, you should be spending time with me, but you calling me complaining about her because you was over there hanging out with her. What the who?
Yeah, that's not man.
Why? So it got too heavy. It got too heavy because it's like as much as I love that person, and I love them to death, and I do understand the struggle. I understand whatever struggle they're going on, so I'm not downing it. But you still in that same struggle over a whole year of us talking together, yo. I didn't want that struggle no more because I didn't do
That's
it.
a long time. You're really
do
easy
it.
to talk to and listen, and you can relate to a lot of things, Erica. So I can see how somebody would just get attached about venting to you like all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that, but I can see if you're trying to have a relationship, that's the opposite. Like it gets to a point where you're trying to be like.
I'm just trying to have fun. Like, can we have fun, Like, I don't want to like every single time you upset at everybody you calling me. No.
Well, that's one
The
of the
roles get
biggest
fucked up.
things. That's one of the biggest things you're gonna have to do.
Mhm.
In not just the beginning of a relationship. If you're gonna be married
True.
for 20, 30, however many years,
Mhm.
there's going to come a point where you have an argument. You're gonna have an issue that comes and pops up into the relationship. So you're not gonna just have to get forgiveness for something that happened in a past relationship. You're going to get forgiveness for something in the
Right.
relationship.
And
If you can't
but
let that, if you can't let it go, how are you going to be able to move forward from it? You got to have the ability
exactly,
to
because you
forgive
having
and
fights,
let go.
like you having fights with me, and I realized halfway through the fight we ain't even talking about what was
Yeah, man.
really happened
Yeah.
between us.
Hold
You
on.
having a
It
fight?
could be,
You
it could be a
having a
number
fight
of
for
things
something
too.
that happened 5 years ago with
Right.
somebody else. What?
You
I
were
ain't
talking
fighting
about
over
who
you
drank
with somebody else.
you were talking about who drank the last drop of orange juice, and
Some
somehow
bullshit.
it comes back to something you did 5 years ago. Then you haven't let it go.
Nope.
And it
Nope.
wasn't. So it's like,
You be
yeah,
like, girl, go
no.
I tell
ahead.
my ex, we can't even talk. We can't even talk for 5 minutes, like about the kids. We can't co-parent or anything.
Right.
Like it's horrible.
Right.
Like every time we try, she'll turn it and she's like, "You always got to bring some shit." I'm like, "I don't bring anything up.
Yeah.
You're the fuck." Like, and then I just got to a point where I was like, I was making myself crazy and look crazy
Right.
by trying to show her that that's not how it is. I just had to fucking stop, man.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, "There's no getting fuck."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I
Yo,
can't.
you
I don't want
crazy.
to fix. I'm dating. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say you crazy anymore. I'm just like, once.
See, and it's so funny because I had that problem as a woman, because it would be funny to me because it's like, yo, I'm not talking about that. Like, I forgot that even happened. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
why are you bringing that? Like,
Yeah.
my ex-husband still does the same thing, and we've been separated for 6 years.
We can't. Yeah.
7
Wow.
years. And look, yo, are you happy? I'm happy for you. Do not come to me and argue about our marriage because it is over with me.
Yeah. She always
Like,
put.
it's over.
Right.
And
She's
I made peace with it, and I forgive you. Do not come and talk to me about what happened while we were separated. I'm not even that person, let alone care anymore.
evolution.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah.
You
Don't
gotta
have
let
it go.
it go.
don't have a farmer's almanac of stuff that happened 10 years ago.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, it's crazy though how she flips it, but she acts like she's so moved on and beyond it all,
Right.
but all of
She
her
not.
I know, man. I fucking know. The therapy. We both went and saw the same mental health lady. We didn't talk about like those kind of problems. It was more like just
Right.
getting medic. Anyways, doesn't important. But anyways, once I heard that lady, she threw outside like a third party was like, she's the one that's like really fucked up. I felt like so much better, like about every, you know what I'm saying? Because there was manipulation on both parts, but more on her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I'm stupid. She's much smarter than like. There's a lot of manipulation,
Right.
but it's just crazy, man. You just got, I don't know, man. It's
You
just,
know what? I have a theory that manipulation is just conflict resolution gone wrong.
yeah, okay,
I can
yeah,
see that.
yeah.
Because it's like you're both trying to be like, let's resolve this. But then the one person's like, well, you're just trying to make me do this, and like the other person's like, well, you're just trying to make me do this.
And then one
So it's
other
like,
person says a
no.
trigger word. Yeah,
Right.
and then you get that.
When
Yeah,
honestly, you guys are trying to just figure out how do we move past this or how do we resolve this, but we are not taught to use the right words to be like, you know what, we're just trying to figure out a way to have a solution. I'm solution based. If you don't have a solution, I don't even want to hear about the problem. I
yeah.
don't
100.
care. Like, you can vent for so long, but if I let you vent and if I vent and we're like, okay, great, we just let it off our chest how we feel, that's cool. Now, what are we gonna do to move on from here? If you do not have a solution, I ain't got time for you no more, period. Because I am not staying stuck in the mud over nothing. Definitely not my own BS, and definitely not yours. You know what I'm saying? So let's not stay here. What are we gonna do to be okay? You know what I'm saying? And there's got to be some sort of conflict resolution, but we get lost in the conflict resolution because we feel like we're right and we want our feelings to be valid and we want to be heard. And if we feel like if we take one step off of our square, we lost ourselves. But sometimes to find each other, you do have to come off of your square.
And Erica, what I think one of the most important things is what I found is in any conflict resolution or being in a home with somebody, you doing certain things, you can't always, you think about yourself, but you can't always think about yourself. So it always comes to the compromise, or you compromise in order to come to a solution that works for the household or for what you're doing, as opposed to just me. And a lot of people haven't got to that place in relationships where they're like, okay, this works better for the household as opposed to me, or it works for us as opposed to me.
And you do go
Make
through
a good
that.
point.
Yeah.
Chris, you make a very strong point. I think
Yeah.
that is the issue with a lot of people going into marriage is they're making it about themselves. Like, well, she makes me happy. If I'm going into a marriage, this is my desire to go into a marriage is to build happiness in the people I'm in the marriage with. That means the kids and the wife. I want to build happiness for both of them. And that in turn makes me happy. That's just, I mean, that's me. I think, and I, you can say your opinion if I'm wrong on it or not. I think that is what women should look for is if a guy is trying to do that for them. If they're trying to build a marriage, they're trying to build wealth, whatever within the marriage and the children going on in the next generation, whatever, is the guy trying to build that for the family? Can you trust the guy to build that for the family? Is the guy and I know this sometimes put a lot of women off, guys want to have a wife that is submissive. Now, what that word I think people get misconstrued about, and they're trying to look like you're weak or anything, whatever, because the disciples of Jesus were weak, if you want to call it that then. The disciples of Jesus were submissive. There is no person in this room, in this world, who is not submissive to one person in this world.
One.
The president is submissive to people.
Right.
Kings are submissive to people. You are at a job that you are submissive to your boss. People on basketball teams are submissive to Michael Jordan was submissive to his coach. He had to listen to what his coach told him to do.
So,
there is no person in this world who is around more than two people that is not submissive to somebody. And it doesn't mean that you're weak. It means you entrust that the person that is above you, I don't want to say above like you're just beneath their feet, but the person that is you're working with is going to take care of your needs, and you trust that they're going to take care of your needs. Unfortunately, when somebody mentions submissive in marriage, they're thinking like
100%. Yeah, you're
a
bitch,
dog.
You're the lower one or whatever. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It doesn't mean it takes submission. It takes a strong person to be submissive anyway. When you see somebody who is on drugs and they have to finally admit that they have a problem, a lot of issues with that is they think that makes them look weak. That actually makes them look strong.
Totally 100, man. But Phil just politely suggested things to Michael. He never really told him to do anything.
Oh, he told him.
He did.
But when somebody's on drugs, they have to submit to the care from someone else to tell them, hey, we're going to take care of you. We're going to get you off the drugs. There is no person in this world who is not submissive to anybody. And for some reason now, in the last, 60, 70, 80 years, when we say be submissive to a husband, that is looked down upon. The husband's not supposed to be a dictator. Let's just get it clear.
Absolutely.
That's how a lot of religions make it, though.
That's true. And I agree with you with that, Erica. But again,
I had to sign a marriage contract saying with my second husband that I would not withhold sex from him more than a day. So he held me to that.
What religion was that?
You're goddamn right.
it was Church of God in Christ, Kojak. So it was like I had to sign a contract that said I would not let go more than 2 days.
I go like 2 weeks now. The older I get now, you know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about earlier. I'm like, what?
There's more. Wow.
So,
there's a 2 day limit.
Men use religion to be dictators and to abuse women.
Yes.
So,
but you also understand men also misconstrue certain,
the word,
certain verses and stuff like that. So I get that. But from how I understand it, being submissive is not being like a dog. Being submissive, trusting. It's I trust.
In BDSM, that is where I truly learned
Oh,
like true like
okay, there you
submission.
go.
And
I
like
wasn't going that far, but yeah,
No,
okay.
that they're actually very respectful. There's like a whole respect
they
thing in
teach
that.
submission in the best way. That is when I was like,
Yes.
oh,
Right.
I'm totally a sub. I'm a
I'm not
sub
I'm not a
all day
motherfucking
long.
ain't no sub.
You know,
ain't
but the
no sub,
sub
nothing.
has the power. The sub has the power.
And
Yeah.
I just looked at
I'm not
submissiveness.
getting
Wait,
walked around a
Justin,
leash. I'm
did
down
you
with.
say
I'm
you were
open
a
to that
sub,
stuff.
Justin?
I said, hell
Are
to
you
the
a
no, I'm
sub?
not a sub. You ain't tying me up or walking me around a leash unless we got a contract. I got to be a sports card. I'm just.
Right.
We don't got to get into it.
But see, we
Because that's what marriage is for a woman to be submissive. We need a contract.
I
And
think
that is
maybe a
more
different
than
word should be used, baby, from now on. Like
that's a
we said.
that's a fine word because we're submissive to police officers when they have laws in check. The president has to be submissive to Congress. There's checks and balances to be submissive to. We're submissive to everybody. Somebody's submissive to every person in this world at some point in their life.
And this goes to, you talk about submissiveness. Let's talk about independence. I hear so many women, I hear guys say, I did this by myself. I'm independent.
No one does anything by themselves.
No,
That's another
there's
life.
nothing on this
Nobody.
planet. There's nothing on this planet that we are independent. We depend on each and every situation, system to get. I don't give a damn if it's a transaction, it's sex, it's something.
Somebody.
They have to be in alignment with what you're doing in order for that shit to happen at some point in time. So there's nothing. There's nothing independent. It's false. So I don't even use either one of them fucking words. Period. Because it's false. I play with words. I'm a wordsmith. I'm a poet by nature. I'm an author. And if I need to use something, I'll put it to use to make a point. But in my actual life, no, and not at all. I don't. It's ridiculous, and this is one of the reasons why this world has gotten out of place, because people think that they've done something on their own.
Yeah,
you can't do a damn thing.
Self-made millionaire.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah. True that. Now, there's a lot of things you could do self-growth and made it to where you get to that point, but someone helped you. You know what I'm saying?
So everybody.
I have to do this on myself. No,
right?
Or opened the door, gave you an opportunity.
Something, man.
Right.
Like, that's why I text Nick today. I'm like, thank you for this opportunity, because it doesn't matter how many times you say Erica Hayoka or whatever comes out of here. Nick had to say, I want you on my show. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there has to be that sort of partnership. And I think that's what we forget in relationships, is that this is a partnership. And in order to be a partnership, we got to get over our BS. Yeah, I think if people thought about marriage more like a team sport, there'd probably be more.
Exactly.
Or a puzzle. When you look at a puzzle, none of those pieces, for the most part, look alike. But you can fit one piece together and it becomes a complete.
It's magic. And then you got a whole picture and then everything. But it does require a level of commitment, a level of emotional intelligence, and perseverance and endurance over anything. But you really gotta know who you are enough in the moment, because that is gonna change. That is definitely
100, man.
This last relationship I had, I don't talk bad about it, because even though I was frustrated about some things, but because I changed so much in so many good ways. Because I wasn't going to take nothing for evil. I always take everything for good. It don't matter what's happening. I'm going to flip it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I'm not the same person I was last year. And I'm so happy. And it's because I met this person and decided to love them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm going to change again. I'm going to grow again.
That's awesome.
There got to be, but I got to be solid with who I am right now. In that confidence, in that, okay, this is what I am right now, and this is what I want right now. Let me be real with who I am right now, so that when those changes do come, there is a foundation to actually build upon. Right. And if you don't know yourself, and if you're not real with yourself, your foundation is rocky and full of cracks, and you ain't good for nobody, let alone yourself.
Yeah, I'm never going to say. I definitely want to say I need a wife if I want to get the full. If I want to get the fulfillment of life, if I want the best strategy to make a huge success out of life for the kids and even financially, or just helping people grow, kids, myself included. I would need a wife. So I'm not going to sit there and say I don't need a wife. I'm never going to sit there. I'm independent and I do all this. You got to break those. You have to break those walls down before I think you even can get married. You got,
but it takes time.
It does, and one of the things that they have taught us females at a very young age, which has been a disservice to us, is I think it's part of the big problem is they did teach us to be more like a man and to not need a man. And it's like, nah, half of my life, it was like this, oh, I don't need anybody, or I don't need anything. And it really messed me up where, there are situations where, I do know there were situations where men really, truly did love me and truly did want to be there with me. But because I was conditioned to be independent and to not need a man, you know what I'm saying? I could not fulfill any fruition of anything that would have been good in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is something that men need, that I wish men would realize, is that we were taught to be like y'all. And we're just now, there's this movement of us being like, you know what? No, we're not going to be like them because we can't be like them. We need them. We want to experience them, but we're not them. So no, I can't be like you. And I'm not ever going to be like you. And that's okay. That's actually good.
Yeah. It's okay.
But what needs to happen is men need to be like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? She's not like, instead of being like, don't be like me, don't be like me, don't be like me. But yet you guys are treating us like y'all. And we're not. Instead of treating us like we're soft and fluffy, y'all are treating us like we should be hard.
Good point.
Instead of treating me like a flower, you want to treat me like I'm a nigga. And then I have to be like, okay, fine. Since I'm so much in touch with my man side, let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. And then now you're emasculated. But if you would have been treating me like the flower that I am from the beginning, you wouldn't have had that problem, because I just would have bloomed. Because it was and that's the thing, y'all treat us like men. And that is where y'all, and like I say it y'all because it's just so prevalent still. Y'all want us to think like y'all and be like y'all, and we're just not. Y'all don't want us to be emotional, but it's our emotions that are our
nature,
strength. Yeah. And that's why, like I said, even with our loved one over here, she had all that bubbling out. You know why she had all that bubbling out? Because the world won't let her express her femininity in any way. So she had to be in this inebriated state, and all of it just overflowed, and it's just overwhelming. And she don't even know what to do with it, because there ain't no safe place for her to just be a girl.
Bless your heart, Erica.
Wow. And I've only been around her 3 or 4 times. And this is just from a distance. But from an empathic aspect, she's the most amazing and beautiful person that I ever met. It's not crazy?
Yeah. A little bit.
But because society and what we're surrounded by, it continues to keep pushing us in this place. It makes it hard for us to be who we naturally really are. And that's why
how she was talking about how she loved to cook, how she loved to feed, how she loved to give. And it is something special to feed.
Yeah.
You know
it is.
So what she's saying, she's not advertising. What she's saying is, she's like, I want to feed a man's soul.
Yeah.
I want to feed a man's soul. She has no idea. You know why? Because this world has stripped us of our femininity and made us to where we have to be hard, and we had to.
She got defensive immediately. Yeah, totally.
And compete.
Desensitized.
And so for a woman to get to that place of letting that go and say, you know what, I'm just going to be feminine no matter what, and I'm just going to be a woman no matter what, dude, it's hard out here for a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to be a feminine woman, because you are constantly put in situations where that is not respected, no matter what, which is what I'm asking for and what I'm needing for. And what I cannot seem to find in another man. And I still have to figure that out myself. And I'm not putting that on men at all. But so many times I am like, no, I'm just going to be a woman. You're going to have to understand that I'm a woman and I'm gonna be a woman no matter what. And that means I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna be emotional and I'm a queen. So yeah, if there's another girl too much around my realm, I'm not saying that you like her, but if she's around my realm and my femininity is like, well, that's my intuition and it's really probably really good because trust me, women plot to steal men on a regular basis from the beginning of time. And y'all seem to not realize that we still
Yeah.
have that competitive nature inside of us.
Oh, for
And
sure.
part of what
Yeah.
her saying, a part of what Alexa did say about women seeing you and getting the wrong impression, she was very much right. She just didn't articulate it, very clearly. But it's very true. Women will watch these situations and will be like, oh, he's married, he's got it together. What can I do to put a chink in that? And if you think that women don't think that way,
Oh, yeah.
trust me, baby, they
I'm naive.
do.
You gotta spell that
They
shit out
do.
for me, or I won't know home.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Exactly. And y'all don't see it
No, you
coming.
right.
And
You
so
right.
when
don't.
your woman has an intuition and she's like, she don't know how to explain it. It's her intuition. She don't know
She
what, and
ain't
y'all
just
be like, oh, she's
tripping.
just jealous. She's
Yeah,
just
she just
tripping.
tripping. Yep.
No, her intuition says that woman is a seeker and she's seeking something and she's on the hunt. But
Yeah.
no one has taught
Yep.
woman how or let woman
You know.
I get. See,
understand
I
that
see.
and
There's so
feel
much
that.
things I see now that I didn't see before and
Dang.
shit. Like I've grown so much. We've all learned something today.
But Erica, to your point, I will say yes. You're very right. I think Chris kind of mentioned it earlier. We're both outside of our roles more so than we have ever been. Men are now more than ever to be more feminine and more into. And there's nothing wrong with, I guess, being in your
We
feelings
both
to
have
a
to be
degree.
both of because we both have those things.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying? But you still have to fulfill your
we
instinct,
process
your
things.
role.
We process things differently, though. We process situations differently. Like guys usually need more time to go process it, go think about it, make sure it's the right decision. Usually, women will, they want to get all their feelings out right then and there, and that makes them feel better than just waiting to talk about it. They want to talk about it right now.
Because then they have the resolution right there.
Right. And
You
we
know what
want
I'm
to think
saying?
about it and measure, what's the right decision, what's the wrong decision. We don't want to make a too big of an emotional decision before we move forward. And if you make us try to make a decision right then and there when we're not
It's
ready,
going to be bad decision.
and then we'll get loud.
It's
I
probably
had to be
ego
honest.
right there.
I have to be honest. That was part of the problem of my situation, but it was because of what he thought I wanted. Because I really wasn't asking anything, but for us to, because it's like we started out our situation like we were friends like before, and then it like got romantic, and then he was like, you know what, you really deserve a lot more. I'm gonna step back a little bit and let me fix my life a little bit, and then come back. And I was like, okay, cool, you can do that. Is whatever. I understand because I'm fixing my life too. We're both in a period of growth. So I saw us both in a period of growth that like parallel. And I'm like, okay, well, let's still spend time together. And he's just like, no, I can't spend any time with you. And I'm like, okay, but you're still spending time with your ex-girlfriend. You're still, have all these female friends. You're still letting other people pursue you. I don't feel comfortable with that. And he wanted me to be like, no, I'm just being methodical and spending time. I can't cancel all these other things. But I'm like, okay, but you're canceling me. And he's like, well, no, I'm just asking you just to wait. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't do that because I still have needs too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, all I'm asking is for you to just spend time with me because I'm going through a hard time and I actually need you as a friend. But he put me in this pedestal of, oh, you the woman. And it's like, well, this woman needs you to still be her friend because that's what I fell in love with was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Not some knight in shining armor. Yeah. And so there was that still, but I still did learn. Like, okay, I gotta just shut up sometimes and let him figure it out.
Erica,
and that is hard.
Justin, I'm gonna make this one last point.
Yes.
I want y'all to really listen to this.
Okay.
And maybe this will help y'all with stuff going forward, right? Okay. Chris, Justin, when we talk amongst each other, we talk to men, okay?
For sure.
Most of the time, if Erica was to see us from afar, if she was to see us from like 30 feet afar, and we yelling at each other, That could look like we're mad at each other, or it could look like we're talking about who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron, and we're just passionate about it. We're not mad at all, right? But we know when something looks like it's going to escalate and it's going to turn to a fight, and we know to either back away or push it forward. That's where the fight happens. Here's the thing I'm about to bring forward to y'all. Okay, women, they can get anything they want from us for the most part if they're feminine with their argument. If they talk to us to a certain way. The problem is you start talking to us like another guy and you're yelling at us or whatever. We don't know how to usually handle that from another. It just doesn't look right to us. And not saying it's right, but when we grow up and we see these things between other guys arguing with each other or just having a regular discussion, and we see it from you, we may tend to talk to you the same way as we do our male counterparts.
Yeah.
So that's where they come in with women start to talk to us masculine or yell at us the same way as another guy does. And the difference here is if I yell at him or if I yell at Chris, he cool with it. He's like, oh man, we just talking. This is how we talk in the barbershop, whatever. It's no big deal. We just get loud, we get animated, and it's no big deal. We're not fighting. That's just how we're passionate about what we're arguing about. We talk to her and she starts.
And we don't have passion? And
No, you do.
It's not that.
You do too. You do too, but your passion is about something serious where you're may start crying about it, or you may hold a grudge about it. When we talk about something, we're talking about something about sports, and we're gonna let it go, and we're moving on.
Yeah. It probably sounds more aggressive,
right,
than anything. And I want to go back to this, but you know what? This is a big problem, I think, with the community, with the black community and police, because a lot of times when we talk to each other or whatever. I said we, but they talk to each other. Off hostile, like other white people, they've been around black people. They're like, oh god, they're about to fight or something. Different. I'm like, nah, man, that's just how the fuck they, you know what I'm saying? Just like when I was in Iraq.
Okay, that's how we do.
They always they sound like they're about to fucking throw down and like yelling all the time, but they're not. And that's the same way I think a lot of untrained police officers who've not been around a lot of black people fucking take a lot of shit as hostile, like coming off of hostile. Because I've got white friends, like I got tons of black friends, and I know how, you know what I'm saying? We talk whatever, and they're like, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? No, dude. See that you don't get it. They're not trying to be. That's where the disconnect is, and the problem with racial tensions and all that kind of shit happens because we don't know each other and understand each other. Same thing we go with women in relationships or whatever. It's just a point. That's just a point I want to say.
But let me also say again, I am guilty of it too. I'm not saying that's right, because we shouldn't be yelling at y'all. But
I fucking yell.
When you yell at us, that's what it looks like because that's what we're used to when we're having a discussion on the other side instead of what we prefer you to talk to us. If you talk to us in a soft manner, you've heard the phrase, you get more.
But all I hear is that I'm not allowed to have passion. I'm not allowed to have a bad because the moment I do, you're going to be like, oh, you're like acting like a man.
Exactly. See?
Okay.
No, not quite. Wait, Chris. No, let me finish. Let me get my point first. No, I'm not talking about you making your point and being passionate about it. I'm talking about you yelling like a man, getting in my face all the way up to here and talking about what you are, what you aren't going to do.
Yeah, true.
That's different between you.
I understand.
Across.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
That's what I'm talking about. If you're doing the same way as if I'm talking to him back and forth, something like LeBron ain't shit, Jordan ain't shit. If you're like that over something simple like, how come you didn't take the trash out? That's coming across almost as, because it's different with y'all, because y'all have different facial expressions. Y'all have softer facial expressions. If it looks like you're mad, then we're going to take it, you're taking this really personal, like you're trying to fight or something. I'm like, damn, I'm not supposed to handle it. Again, we shouldn't do it, but I'm just saying from a psychological point of view, what we grow up with when we have those type of arguments or discussions from two men, if a woman brings that same type of energy to us, we don't know how to handle it. It's perceived different versus how if you came to us softly, or with a soft voice. I'm not talking about you can't raise your voice a little bit, but I'm talking about you yelling back and forth, cursing back and forth. We can curse back and forth at each other, and it's nothing. We just cool. But it comes from y'all. Y'all are really mad when y'all really yelling about something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, once we start to yell, like yeah, you are definitely.
But here's the thing: I'm looking at
But
you.
do
I'm
y'all
like,
ever think that what did I do?
yeah, that's the
To where
thing.
she's coming out of her femininity and feels like she has to be in her masculine.
But the problem is
thing.
when we
That's
say what
if
do we do? We're not taking accountability for what we did.
100 accountability. Yep, 100. Or you're trying to get out of.
And so instead of being like, don't yell like a man, the real question you should be asking is, what did I do to push her into her masculinity?
Yeah, a lot of times.
We do look at it that way, but we'll also be like, well, I'm talking to her like how I talk to another guy, and see that's where we conflate things and get it mixed up on both sides. It was like I shouldn't have probably yelled at her or talked to her like I talked to another guy. That can be our issue as well.
And 9 times out of 10, once a woman gets into her masculinity, it means she feels unsafe and she has to protect herself. Right. So at that point in time, you have become her psychologically. You become her enemy, and she has to protect herself against you.
You're right.
And that falls on y'all.
No, it don't, because I know it doesn't, because as soon as that started happens, I'm like, what? Who told you to get out the damn kitchen to begin with?
No, the protection part.
You can talk just as soft as you can possibly be, and a woman can still get upset and yell at you.
No, I'm not talking about the talk. I'm not talking about the talk. I'm not talking about the talk. I'm talking about what
the masculine energy. That's what I'm talking about.
What? No. I'm talking about what action did she all of a sudden feel unprotected?
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Because if a woman always feels unprotected, she will never. She will. If a woman feels safe, she will never leave her femininity. She'll never do it. It's built in.
But
she will not leave her femininity until she doesn't feel safe.
If you have baggage, but if you have baggage from previous relationships, they ain't nothing I can do about that.
And then that's on her. I mean, that's on her.
In society, we have never allowed.
But a man can make a woman safe. A man can make a woman feel safe.
I mean, yeah, you can, but society as a whole, we have not made y'all feel safe. And
not at all.
As women to men, y'all have not completely allowed us to be in a safe space as well.
That's true.
And what has happened is that y'all require us to make you feel safe first.
Right.
That's why happiness doesn't work. Y'all want us to make you feel safe first. So you guys are putting us in a masculine position.
Yeah.
And then be mad at us.
But it's like a lot of things, because you don't want to look like a sucker. You don't want to look like, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa, man. It's all, people have to just grow and be mature to handle enough this shit that all humans go through. It happens, you know what I'm saying? I've learned,
and that's very important. Once you take it out and be like, you know what? He may not know what to do, but I don't know what to do. Neither one of us know what to do. Yo, let's just be real and transparent and be like, yo, I don't fucking know what to do.
100.
What makes you feel good?
Tearing the other person down. Yep.
Yeah. What would make you feel good?
And Erica and Red, one of the things that there's a rule that I put in place in my relationships with my friends. Anybody who knows me, they know this rule, right? We can speak, we can talk about anything. We can raise our voices or do whatever that is, but when I feel you escalating some things, somewhere supposed to be like, whoa, where are you going with this? And why are you doing what you're doing right now? Because a lot of times what happens is it's just like, okay, you know what? We're not going there. We're gonna talk about it, but I'm an empathic person, high energy person. I know when somebody about to turn up. In regard, like okay, I'm about to match your energy. You're not gonna like it. I'm just trying. Look, you can still speak the way you speak, but you you got to come back down the level for a minute and talk to me like a person and not as your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a rule with this because where I've lived in my life, the only thing that we learned, you start popping off like that, guess what's gonna happen? These. Or I'm gonna come at you in such a way in language, I'm gonna cut you, I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna decapitate you. You come at me, I'm gonna get to sink at you. So we have to learn sometimes to interject and put shit in place in the relationships to not go to that point of you getting there like, oh wait a minute, I'm going to this place and admit that, or put some rules in place where you're not gonna get there, so you still communicate and get it across what you're trying to the information you're trying to get across needs to get across, but it don't have to get to that place where you don't went across the line with some shit. And once you verbally, it's like grenades or some shit, bro. When you throw some shit on the other side, you don't know how that's gonna hurt or affect the other person. It's gonna blow up. Mm-hmm. And it can happen vice versa. But once that's done, it's almost like there's no return from that. So I think as each individual, not even gonna say cultures, we have to learn to draw the line. It's like, look, yeah, I care about you. I love you. I don't want to hurt you like that. But we have to draw a line, create some rules, some boundaries to where we're not doing that to each other.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's what let's keep the relationship safe. All right. Once that shit is over,
I think
going back.
Right.
For sure.
Because it's like y'all both gotta be so honorable to each other. You gotta honor whatever may be going on with another one. But if you're always in defensive and always, I gotta get my point across, I gotta get my point across, I gotta get my point across, then yeah, that is gonna escalate because that is like the only way to go is up. But it's like, sometimes there does have to be that one person. And I wish men would take this role more instead of getting into that emotional place with a woman. Like, let that woman be feminine. Let her be angry. Let her get it all out. Master your own emotions. Get that own calm and stay strong. I think if most men did that and just stayed solid and be like, look, we are going to talk about it. We are going to fix it. I'm not walking away. I'm going to let you out. But what we're not going to do is be up in each other's faces like we do.
I just don't think a lot of men are capable of that until like a certain age, honestly. Unless they're just the fucking really stand up dude and got what that, you know what I'm saying? They're like not a lot of other variables that they take. Most men, I don't know, man. It's like
it's understandable, but it's just like when I look at it, it's like, no, I know I want my man to be a man. And yeah, there is sometimes where I am going to be emotional, and I should be emotional because that is power. Honestly, emotional transporting through my body, no matter what it is, negative, positive, because the nurturer in me is going to require that it come back to bring life some way, somehow. 100%. You know what I'm saying? If I'm flowing within myself, and there is sometimes where I know that I'm not feeling rational about something, but I still feel this way. And I have to have conflict resolution within myself and be like, okay, you're feeling this way. Let yourself feel this way. Okay, cool. Now you felt this way. But that took a lot of self-mastery. But there is something that me and desires to want to be able to be emotional and to be cry or to be like, you know what? I am a little bit insecure about this. Can you reassure me and just hug me for a fucking moment? Because I'm just not my best self in this moment.
And Erica, Ray, and Justin, one of the things I said earlier, I think it triggered something. But sometimes if we're in a moment or something's going on, it's almost like oil and grease, right? Or water and grease, right? So, but the point is, I work my way into it. If I can get my hands around her and pull her close to me and let her feel what my true essence is, my energy, she's gonna let off even more, but she's gonna melt to me because guess in that first 2 minutes, she's gonna be, get off me. But I know in that time frame, she's just getting it all out, and she's gonna allow me to embrace her. But like, look, I don't mean no harm. I ain't mean to do this shit or whatever that is, and whatever else is going to continue after the fact. But it's diffusing the whole situation. Like, I really got you. Like, yo, Mom, I love you.
I got you. Man,
you know what I mean?
I swear to
I got
God,
your back.
I'd rather hear someone say "I got you" rather than "I love you."
Yeah.
Like, I got you.
Mhm.
Like, that means so much more. Like, dude, you got my back. Because as much as men like, oh, I want to ride or die, man, that's what women want too. That's
Mhm.
what women want too, a ride or die. Because femininity is a vast void. And that is a reality. We are limitless, and y'all are the container. If y'all cannot, but what y'all try to contain our vastness by stopping it instead of just giving it a parameter to just flow and be. We are water and y'all are the cup. But sometimes water gotta fucking flow because stagnant, stale water, that's why y'all be wanting to cheat, because y'all got this female and you contained her and she's in your cup, but now she's stagnant and she's not flowing, and you want flowing water.
Oh, snap.
And
Stagnant ass.
that's what makes us thirsty? Is that what it
What
is?
you trying to say?
Y'all thirsty all the time.
Well, no, look, my thirst is.
Yeah.
I don't even give a fuck no more. I guess it was my age or something. I don't know, but I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
What? Ugh.
Cool.
So it's like y'all have this femininity and this flowing, and it's like if it gets wild, you don't want her to be wild. But it's like, no, you just have to give her a little bit more space to live that wildness in your parameter. Open your arms wider instead of close, trying to close us in, because ultimately that's the magic that when a man truly lets a woman be that in her fullness, that's the magic that makes a man win.
Word.
So
That's
thank
pretty
you for
good.
that.
That's a good closing
That
point.
was deep.
I'm hungry as fuck, y'all. I got to go.
You got to copyright that sometime. All right, Erica, that was nice.
It was dope. I like to talk. Yes,
she just threw a.
She did. We were able to move past her hatred for white people, and we got beyond that. I'm just kidding.
All right. We're going.
It was nice talking to you. It was good. That was good.
Justin, y'all got to do better though. Not saying you, but other people got to do better, bro.
You're right.
They do. They do.
Not you.
End the show. They got to do better.
End the show on that note before we get off into another tangent. Thank everybody for joining us on another episode of Hostile Therapy, and getting some hostile therapy, not because you want it, but because you need it. And we'll see you next Thursday at this time at 7 p.m. Y'all have a good night. Peace.